Hey there, anime fans. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got a mind-blowing scenario for you. What if Goku, the iconic Saiyan warrior, accidentally teleport into the whimsical world of that time I got reincarnated as a slime? What would happen when our Saiyan hero meets the adorable but mighty slime, Rimuru Tempest? You can bet there would be plenty of surprises, laughter, and, of course, intense battles against creatures that Goku has never faced before. So grab some snacks, sit back, and let's jump into this exhilarating crossover adventure. If you're excited to see this epic mashup unfold, like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a single moment of the action. Let's go! Part 1. The Rising Demon Lord. In a universe far from Earth, there existed a world filled with magic, monsters, and might the world of that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Here, Rimuru Tempest, a once ordinary salaryman turned slime, had just undergone a significant transformation, becoming a demon lord. The great sage within him had advanced his power exponentially, allowing him to engage with the powerful beings of this realm on a new level. With his new title came the responsibility to protect his kingdom and the monster alliance he had built. The kingdom of Tempest was flourishing. Monster citizens walked freely, enjoying the peace and prosperity brought about by Rimuru's leadership. The castle sat upon the hills, a symbol of hope and strength, shining under the warm sun. Rimuru stood before the Great Council, discussing strategies to further deepen their alliances and secure peace across the region. His subjects looked up to him, relying on his keen intellect and kindness. As he concluded the meeting, Rimuru was filled with determination. He reflected on how far he had come and appreciated the bonds he forged with his allies, like Shuna, Benimaru, and others. Yet, with power came adversaries who sought to challenge his rule. He had enemies lurking in the shadows, plotting against him. Meanwhile, on Earth, in another dimension, Goku, the legendary Saiyan warrior, was deep in training. The sun blazed overhead as he pushed his limits in the hyperbolic time chamber, readying himself to face new challenges. After the exhilarating battles against powerful enemies Zamasu and Jiren, he sought greater strength. As any practiced, a sudden burst of energy caught his attention. It was unlike anything he had ever felt. Curious, he focused his energy and executed the instant transmission technique to track the source. However, at that moment, the dimensions wavered, and instead of his intended destination, Goku was lost between realms. The accidental teleportation with a bright flash and a loud crack of energy, Goku found himself standing in an unfamiliar forest, filled with lush green trees and magical creatures fluttering about. He looked around, puzzled yet excited. What is this place? Goku wondered, energy humming as he instinctively reverted to his fighting stance, ready for anything. Meanwhile, Rimuru, sensing a disturbance, decided to investigate the anomaly. He could feel an unusual energy signature, which ignited his curiosity. The moment Goku stumbled into the clearing, he came face to face with Rimuru. The powerful aura around Goku intrigued Rimuru, who had never encountered a being quite like him. "Hey, are you a monster?" Goku asked cheerfully, looking curiously at the unusual slime creature that stood before him. Rimuru blinked, momentarily taken aback. Not exactly. I'm Rimuru Tempest, a demon lord. Who might you be?" "Goku, nice to meet you," he chuckled, scratching his head. "I didn't mean to intrude. I was just training, and I kinda ended up here." Excited by the potential of a friendly spar, Goku suggested, "How about we test our strengths? I want to see what you can do." Rimuru, eager to assess this new warrior's power, readily agreed. They moved to an open field where they could unleash their abilities without concern for collateral damage. The spar began with Goku showcasing his speed and agility, dodging Rimuru's magical attacks with ease. Rimuru countered with various abilities, transforming his body to create shields and striking back with bursts of magical energy. As they fought, Both realized they were evenly matched, with Goku's physical prowess countering Rimuru's strategic resourcefulness. The ground beneath them trembled from the sheer force of their abilities. After an exhilarating battle, they both dropped to the grass, panting but laughing. The two warriors shared stories about their lives, their philosophies on strength, and the importance of protecting their friends. Rimuru learned about Goku's travels across universe after universe, the friends he'd made and the formidable foes he'd fought. Goku, in turn, was captivated by Rimuru's journey from a simple blob of goo to a powerful ruler, detailing the struggles he faced and how he collaborated with others to bring peace. Suddenly, a chilling wind swept through the forest, causing a shift in the atmosphere. Rimuru's instincts flared. He felt a presence nearby, a sinister energy that threatened the peace he fought to maintain. From deep within the shadows, a powerful enemy emerged, an evil demon lord seeking to challenge Rimuru, believing that defeating him would grant him greater power. The demon lord had sensed the immense power radiating from Goku, and it intrigued him. Goku shook off the weariness. He could sense this new threat. Looks like we won't have time to relax. Want to team up? Rimuru nodded and clenched his fists. Together, we can face whatever this is. With their combined might, Goku and Rimuru prepared for the ensuing battle, confident that with their friendship and strength, they could overcome any challenge. Part 2. The Rise of Darkness. As the sun began to set, casting a blanket of twilight over the world, Rimuru and Goku stood poised for battle against the newly emerged threat. Energy crackled in the air, and an unsettling aura spread throughout the forest, signaling that they were no longer alone. From the shadows stepped a formidable figure, dressed in dark armor that glinted menacingly in the dim light. His eyes glowed with malice as he surveyed the two warriors before him. "I am Varric, the Dark Warlord," he declared, his voice echoing with malice. "I have come to challenge the newly ascended Demon Lord and to claim this realm for myself. And who might this delightful creature in spandex be?" Goku shrugged, his carefree demeanor intact. "I'm Goku, and I'm here to help Rimuru protect this place." Varric aimed a finger toward Rimuru, intent on proving his superiority. Dark energy gathered in his palm, and without warning, he unleashed a torrent of shadows that surged forward. Rimuru instinctively summoned a barrier. "Gate of the Void," he shouted, creating a shimmering wall of magical energy that absorbed and dissipated Varric's attack. Goku, eager to jump in, powered up to Super Saiyan, golden hair flaring and energy surging around him. "Let's see what you've got." With incredible speed, Goku darted toward Varric, delivering a flurry of punches. The Dark Warlord was quick to respond, countering Goku's attacks with dark blade-like extensions from his arm. But Varric hadn't anticipated Rimuru's versatility. As Goku distracted him, Rimuru morphed into his storm dragon form, a towering figure radiating raw power. "Now, let's see how you handle this," Rimuru exclaimed. The ground shook as Rimuru unleashed a storm of lightning toward Varric, who attempted to dodge but was caught by the edge of the blast. He snarled, angered that he had underestimated his opponents. Realizing he needed to use more than brute force, Varric tapped into his dark magic. He summoned dark creatures, vile and grotesque, to overrun Goku and Rimuru. "Join me, my minions. Crush them." Goku and Rimuru exchanged a quick look, acknowledging their need to work together. "Let's take them down," Rimuru called. Goku responded with enthusiasm. Right. They fought side by side, Goku taking on the hordes of dark creatures with swift punches and energy blasts, while Rimuru conjured magical barriers and spells to protect them. As the battle raged on, Varric realized that his enemies were stronger together than he had assumed. In a moment of desperation, he unleashed a cataclysmic wave of dark energy that sent Goku and Rimuru sprawling. Goku struggled to his feet, panting heavily. "This guy is tougher than he looks. We need to figure out a way to defeat him." Rimuru nodded, feeling his own energy dwindling. "We can't let him continue to regroup. We need to find a way to finish this." But Varric smiled, sensing their despair. You think you've come this far without consequence? Allow me to show you true darkness. As Varric prepared to unleash a devastating attack, Goku felt a surge of power rise within him. Drawing upon his training and determination, he summoned the energy of Ultra Instinct, a form he had yet to master. "Rimuru," he shouted, "just trust me." Rimuru watched in awe. He's doing it. This could turn the tide. With the power of Ultra Instinct, Goku's reflexes honed, anticipating Varric's attacks with fluid grace. He dodged effortlessly, countering with swift, precise strikes that connected with Varric, pushing him back. "Is that all you've got?" Goku taunted, his spirits lifted by the newfound power. With each blow, the darkness surrounding Varric began to fade. "Enough! I will not be defeated." Varric unleashed his final technique, a massive dark energy orb aimed directly at Goku. Rimuru sensed the danger and shouted, "Goku, take this!" He focused all his energy, channeling it into a powerful orb and sent it flying toward Goku. In that moment, Goku combined the power of Rimuru's energy with his own. "Kamehameha!" he yelled, shooting a colossal wave of energy toward Varric, overtaking the dark orb. The clash resulted in a blinding explosion, enveloping the battlefield in a radiant light. As the dust settled, Varric lay defeated, his darkness dissipating into the wind. Rimuru and Goku shared a moment of triumphant relief. "We did it!" Rimuru exclaimed, his excitement evident. "Yeah, that was an awesome fight." Goku replied, grinning widely, "You were amazing out there." Rimuru blushed slightly, happy to hear such praise from the legendary warrior. "Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you." As the sun began to set, casting hues of orange and pink across the sky, Goku faced a new dilemma. "I really need to figure out how to get back to my world, but I don't want to leave just yet." Rimuru pondered, intrigued by the idea. "Perhaps we can find a way to send you back, but maybe we could also build a stronger alliance. Your strength could be valuable to our kingdom." Goku's eyes lit up, filled with enthusiasm. "I'd love to help, and maybe we can train together. I have a lot to learn from you." Part 3. Allies of Light and Shadow. The day after their victorious battle against Varric, the air was filled with an atmosphere of hope and possibility. Goku and Rimuru met on the castle's balcony, sipping tea and discussing their next steps. Rimuru looked at Goku, his blue eyes glimmering with excitement. "So, Goku, what do you think our next move should be? We have a powerful alliance now, but we need to ensure the safety of Tempest." Goku, with a playful grin, responded, "How about we invite some of your allies for a tournament? It'll be a great way to train and test our strengths against each other." "Yes, a tournament could reinforce bonds among our allies, and we might even discover new skills," Rimuru said, enthusiasm in his voice. "We can call it the Tempest Tournament." With their plans set, Rimuru and Goku began organizing the tournament. News of the event spread quickly throughout the kingdom, capturing the attention of various allies and warriors both near and far. As preparations progressed, Goku excitedly trained alongside Rimuru, practicing together and pushing each other's limits. They encountered several of Rimuru's trusted allies, Shuna, Benimaru, and others who expressed their enthusiasm to join in the event. As the sun began to set on the third day of preparation, a messenger arrived at Tempest, breathless and filled with urgency. "Lord Rimuru, a new threat approaches. A group of cultists known as the Shadow Hand seeks to exploit the chaos left by Varric's defeat." Goku's expression turned serious, excitement dimming into concern. "We just finished one battle. Do we really have to face another?" Rimuru nodded, contemplating their situation. "We need to defend the kingdom. It appears this cult is drawn to the power that was unleashed during our fight." Rimuru wasted no time in gathering allies from the kingdom, preparing to fortify their defenses. They planned to confront the Shadow Hand head-on, ensuring the safety of their home and its inhabitants. Goku took it upon himself to scout the area with his speed, flying over the surrounding lands. It didn't take long for him to spot unusual movements in the forest. "I'll go check it out," Goku shouted to Rimuru, his confidence restored. As Goku soared over the treetops, he spotted a group of cloaked figures, gathering in a clearing, performing dark rituals. Their robes flapped in the wind, and Goku could sense a dark energy emanating from them. Transforming back to his normal form, Goku landed silently among the trees. He could hear snippets of their conversation. "The power of the Demon Lord is within our reach. We must strike before they unleash it upon this world," one of the cultists hissed. Goku's heart raced. Realizing the urgency of the situation, he quickly moved closer, stealthily eavesdropping. The leader of the cult, a sinister figure with a glowing red eye beneath his hood, continued, "Once we acquire the source of their strength, we will have the power to dominate this realm. We will use it to summon forth a great darkness and cleanse the world." Goku suppressed his anger, understanding they were plotting something incredibly dangerous. He knew he had to act quickly, but rushing in alone could be disastrous. Just as he prepared to retreat and alert Rimuru, a flicker of movement caught his eye. His heart sank as he realized the scout from the cult was approaching from behind, aiming for an ambush. Goku quickly ducked behind a tree, letting the scout pass without noticing him. Timing his moment precisely, he darted back into the shadows, rising into the air to avoid detection. Once safely out of range, he took to the skies again, racing back to Rimuru's castle. The urgency coursing through him, he landed in front of the assembled allies, energy visible in his stance. "Rimuru, we have a problem. The Shadow Hand is planning something dangerous, and we need to stop Thurn before it's too late," Goku reported breathlessly. Rimuru's expression hardened with resolve. "Thank you, Goku. We need to devise a plan. If they're gathering power, we can't let them succeed." As they strategize, Goku suggested, "Let's split into two teams. One team can confront the cult, while the other prepares the defenses for their likely retaliation." Rimuru nodded in agreement. "That sounds like a solid plan. I'll lead the team confronting the cult, while I'll assign Benimaru and Shunna to bolster our defenses." The stage was set, and the two teams prepared to set off. As Rimuru led his group toward the cultist's lair, Goku couldn't shake the feeling that they needed an edge. Rimuru looked at Goku and said, "You know, maybe you could use instant transmission to surprise them from behind. You could take them off guard." "Good idea. I'll create a distraction," Goku replied with enthusiasm. With a plan in mind, Goku initiated instant transmission, appearing just outside the clearing where the cultists were convened. He took a deep breath, gathering his energy. "Hey, Shadow Hand, it's time to face the music," Goku shouted, his voice echoing through the woods. The cultists turned, surprised by Goku's sudden appearance. The distraction worked perfectly. As the leader pointed at Goku, in rage he shouted, "Kill him!" Goku wasted no time. He powered up to Super Saiyan. "You picked the wrong day to mess with us." In the midst of the chaos, Rimuru's team arrived and the battle erupted around them. Rimuru took charge, calling out tactics while unleashing spells to counter the dark energy directed at them. As the battle raged on, Varric's dark symbol glowed on the leader's robes, summoning forth creatures of darkness to support the beleaguered cultists. Goku found himself against multiple foes, using his speed and agility to outmaneuver their attacks. "Come on, let's see what you got," Goku taunted, diving and dodging like a whirlwind. Rimuru shouted orders to his allies. "Focus on the leader. We need to cut off their source of power." Goku dashed towards the leader, unleashing a barrage of strikes that sent him staggering. "You really thought you could take us down?" Just when it seemed the tide was turning, the leader summoned devastating dark magic, creating shockwaves that sent Goku sprawling back. Rimuru sensed his friend was in trouble, racing to his side. "We can't let them win. We have to unify our powers." Goku nodded, understanding that they needed to join forces. "Right. I'll draw their attention while you prepare a finishing move," With grit and resolve, Rimuru began to gather all available magic. I'll channel my strongest spell. Just hold them off as long as you can. Goku launched himself into battle, evading attacks, delivering blows, and drawing the focus of the Eternities toward him. All right, let's end this. As Rimuru gathered his magical energy, a powerful glow began to radiate from his presence. Just as Goku thought he could replenish his energy, he heard the cult leader gather power for one last assault. Prepare for annihilation. The leader's voice boomed, catching Goku off guard. Wasting no time, Goku unleashed a full-power Kamehameha wave to counter the leader's energy attack while Rimuru finished his incantation. Rimuru unleashed his ultimate move, channeling all gathered energy into a brilliant beam that merged with Goku's Kamehameha. Let's finish this together. The combined attack shot forth, a radiant display that overwhelmed the cult leader's dark magic. The resulting explosion illuminated the entire battlefield, scattering the remaining cultists and dispelling their dark energies. As the dust settled, the shadow of the Shadow Hand dissipated, revealing a transformed Battlefield 1 filled with hope and unity. Rimuru tummed to Goku, flushed with excitement. We did it. This victory reinforces our alliance. Goku grinned widely, his spirit lifted. That was awesome. What a rush. Can you believe it? With the threat of the Shadow Hand quelled, the tournament could finally take place. They returned to Tempest, excitedly recounting the details of their adventure to the joyful citizens. Rimuru stood on a platform, addressing everyone. Thanks to our heroic efforts, we've ensured the safety of our home. Now, let's prepare for the Tempest tournament. Goku punched the air. I can't wait for the tournament. Let's see what everyone can do. The atmosphere thrummed with excitement as the kingdom prepared for a celebration of strength, friendship, and newfound alliances. Part 4. The Tempest tournament begins. As excitement filled the air in the kingdom of Tempest, citizens prepared for the long-awaited Tempest tournament. Goku and Rimuru led the charge, ensuring everything was in place for a grand celebration of strength, skill, and camaraderie among friends and allies. Rimuru stood on the castle balcony, surveying the preparations below. Everything looks great. We'll have competitors from all around the kingdom, and I've invited some allies from neighboring realms as well. Goku grinned, his enthusiasm palpable. I can't wait to show everyone what I've got, and it'll be cool to see what your allies can do too. The day of the tournament arrived, and the atmosphere was electric. Spectators filled the audience stands, excited to witness the bouts that would unfold. Warriors of all shapes and sizes gathered, each eager to showcase their prowess. Rimuru took to the center stage, waving to the crowd. Welcome, everyone, to the first-ever Tempest tournament. This event will showcase the strength of our alliances and help us grow even stronger together. The crowd erupted into cheers as Rimuru introduced the rules. We'll have several rounds of battles, with a point system based on skill, sportsmanship, and creativity. Let the best warrior win. Goku was brimming with excitement. Rimuru, who's going to be my first opponent? He asked, practically bouncing on his heels. Rimuru chuckled. Let's have you face Rimuru first. He's got some incredible skills, and he's been itching for a match against you. Rimuru, with his fiery spirit and warrior's pride, stepped forward, grinning at Goku. I'll show you why I'm the best fighter in Tempest. The arena erupted as the first match began. Goku and Rimuru exchanged bows, then readied themselves. Without hesitation, Goku powered up to Super Saiyan, and the arena flashed with golden light. I'm not holding back, Goku declared, his energy palpable. Rimuru nodded earnestly, summoning his flame-based abilities. Same here. Let's see who comes out on top. The fight began with a flurry of punches and bursts of flames. Goku and Rimuru danced around each other, exchanging blows, with sparks flying and the ground shaking beneath them. Rimuru unleashed a series of sharp fire ballas, but Goku dodged them with agility, countering with a quick Kamehameha that forced Rimuru to dive quickly to avoid it. Nice moves, Rimuru shouted, his confidence soaring. But I won't be outdone. He transformed into his demon form, flames roaring around him, intensifying his attacks. Goku responded with a smile, enjoying the fierce intensity of the exchange. All right, let's take it up a notch. Just as it seemed Rimuru was gaining the upper hand, Goku tapped into his instincts, evading every fiery attack with impeccable precision. You're really strong, Rimuru, but can you keep up with this? With speed that dazzled the spectators, Goku executed a series of rapid movements, striking from multiple angles. Each hit was perfectly timed, showing his mastery of martial arts. The crowd gasped as the two fighters exchanged one final flurry of blows, culminating in Goku launching Rimuru high into the air. With a powerful surge of energy, Goku began charging his signature technique. Kamehameha! He shouted, releasing the energy beam toward Rimuru, who was suspended in midair. In a moment of sheer determination, Rimuru summoned a colossal wall of flames to counteract the incoming Kamehameha. Flame burst, he shouted, the two forces colliding in a stunning explosion. As the dust settled, Goku and Rimuru touched down, both breathless and exhilarated. The crowd erupted into thunderous applause, appreciating the fierce display of skill and camaraderie. Rimuru announced, and the match ends in a draw. Both fighters have demonstrated incredible prowess. As the tournament progressed, Goku moved through different rounds, each time facing formidable opponents from Tempest and beyond. He fought alongside Rimuru's allies, showcasing their growth as a team and as warriors. Each match was filled with excitement and energy, where skills and strategies were put to the test. The audience cheered for each fighter, celebrating their unique abilities. As the final matches approached, a portal opened up in the sky, swirling with vibrant energy. The audience gasped as several figures emerged, each radiating distinct powers. It was none other than some of Goku's friends from Earth. Vegeta, Piccolo, and others had come to join the tournament. Vegeta smirked, crossing his arms. I heard this was a place to be for a good fight. Mind if I join in? Goku's eyes widened in delight. Vegeta, you won't believe the matches we've had. Rimuru welcomed the new fighters. The more the merrier. We'd love to see what you all can do. With new competitors on the field, the final matches began, and the excitement in the arena reached a fever pitch. Goku prepared to fight Vegeta, while Rimuru faced Piccolo in an exhibition match. As Goku powered up and Vegeta transformed into Super Saiyan Blue, the energy crackled between them. Let's see who's stronger now. Goku challenged. Vegeta smirked. You're going to need more than that to win, Kakarot. Meanwhile, Rimuru faced Piccolo in a playful yet serious duel. Rimuru showcased his ability to adapt and change forms, astonishing Piccolo with his versatile approach. The competition raged on, and cheering reached a crescendo. Fighters exchanged moves in the grand arena, each displaying impressive abilities and strategies. Friendships were forged through battles, and spectators reveled in the thrilling feats of strength. As the final rounds approached, Goku and Vegeta prepared for their ultimate showdown. The tension thick in the air. The two Saiyans launched into a fierce duel, unleashing energy blasts, punches, and lockholds. With each blow exchange, the crowd roared with anticipation for the conclusion of the epic contest. The final blow was delivered in a breathtaking climax, as Goku charged up a massive Kamehameha, while Vegeta retaliated with his own final flash. Their attacks clashed in an explosive display, sending shockwaves rippling across the arena until a monumental explosion of glowing energy erupted. When the dust settled, both Goku and Vegeta were standing again, panting but filled with exhilaration. The crowd erupted into a thunderous ovation, sharing in the excitement of the intense battle. Rimuru announced, and that concludes the Tempest tournament. Thank you all for participating. With the tournament over, the kingdom rejoiced in newfound friendships and strengthened bonds. Goku truly felt he had found a second home among his friends in this magical world. As the night unfolded, Rimuru, Goku, and their allies shared laughter and stories, celebrating their victories and the friendships forged in battle. Rimuru raised his drink, addressing everyone. To our allies, may we always stand together against the darkness. Goku added excitedly, and may we have many more adventures ahead. Part 5. Shadows of the Past. The aftermath of the tournament. With the Tempest tournament wrapped up and the atmosphere vibrant with joy, Goku and Rimuru enjoyed the fruits of their hard work. Allies from both dimensions mingled, sharing their stories, skills, and laughter. The bond of friendship was stronger than ever, creating an environment of unity. Rimuru turned to Goku, a smile on his face. I think this tournament was a huge success. We truly showed everyone how powerful our alliances are. Not to mention the fun we had, Goku replied, his eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. Let's do it again next time. As they laughed, an unexpected silence fell across the crowd, interrupted by the sudden appearance of a dark portal shimmering ominously in the distance. Out of the portal stepped several enigmatic figures draped in cloaks, their presence instantly freezing the joy in the air. The crowd shifted uneasily, murmurs spreading quickly. Goku's cheerful demeanor shifted to focus. What now? He muttered under his breath, feeling the unfamiliar energy radiating from the newcomers. Rimuru stepped forward, preparing for any potential threat. Who are you? What do you want in our kingdom? One of the cloaked figures stepped forward, revealing an emblem emblazoned on their chest, a symbol resembling a fractured star. We are the harbingers of the abyss, and we have come for what is ours. The leader of the harbingers, with a voice echoing with authority, continued. You have tampered with powers beyond your understanding. The energies released during the tournament have attracted our attention, and it is time to reclaim them. Rimuru frowned, standing firm. What do you mean by reclaim? We fought to protect our home and our friends. We don't intend to hand over anything. Goku couldn't help but interject, stepping forward with determination. If you want to fight, then you'll get one. The leader smirked, a glint of malice in their eyes. So be it. You will regret underestimating us. The darkness we bring shall engulf your world. With the air crackling with animosity, the harbingers unleashed waves of dark energy, sending shockwaves throughout the festival, scattering frightened citizens and allies alike. Rimuru activated his defensive spells, forming barriers around the castle to protect the innocents. Goku, we need to act quickly. We can't let them cause chaos here. Right. Let's show them what we can do, Goku replied, powering up to Super Saiyan. With a thunderous roar, the first wave of the harbingers charged forward. Goku raced into action, delivering rapid punches, while Rimuru transformed into a more powerful form to match the threat. Storm Dragon, Rimuru shouted, becoming a colossal armored draconic figure, unleashing torrents of lightning and energy blasts onto their attackers. The harbingers didn't relent. They retaliated with dark tendrils and energy blasts, forcing Goku and Rimuru to work in tandem to defend against the overwhelming forces. You're strong, but we won't hold back either. One of the Harbinger warriors taunted, engaging with Rimuru. Just as the battle escalated, the leader of the Harbingers summoned shadowy creatures to bolster their forces. The chaotic blend of dark magic and powerful combat made the atmosphere even more treacherous. Stay close, Goku, Rimuru warned, attempting to keep the line of defense strong. We have to stick together. Got it. Let's show them what teamwork looks like. Goku yelled back, launching into a combination attack. As the allies fought valiantly, they soon found themselves overwhelmed by sheer numbers, with the Harbingers pressing forward relentlessly. Realizing the growing threat, Rimuru's voice rang out. We need to regroup. Goku, cover me while I create a stronger barrier. Incoming, Goku shouted, charging through a swarm of enemies with blazing fists, deflecting attacks as he created openings for Rimuru. Rimuru focused intently, gathering energy around him. I'll create a barrier strong enough to hold them off. But just as Rimuru finished the spell, the leader of the Harbingers launched a concentrated beam of dark energy toward Rimuru, targeting his moment of vulnerability. Goku, sensing the danger, lunged forward with all his might. Rimuru, look out! With a mighty push, he intercepted the beam, redirecting its path into the air above. The explosion lit up the sky, but Goku stumbled back from the recoil, breathless yet determined. We're not done yet, Rimuru observed from the sidelines, heart racing. Thank you, Goku. We need to buy time for the others. Just then, Benimaru and other allies joined the fray, pushing back the dark creatures. We'll help. Let's rally together, Benimaru shouted, invigorating the fighting spirit. With newfound determination, Rimuru and Goku returned to the battlefield. Goku powered up further, embracing a surge of energy that radiated with golden light, while Rimuru continued improving his defensive capabilities. Rimuru turned to his allies. Let's use our combined strengths. We can't let the Harbingers take over our home. They strategized quickly, harnessing their abilities. Goku initiated a powerful Kamehameha, while Rimuru gathered energy for a grand magical attack. As the Harbinger leader prepared for another assault, the tide shifted as Goku and Rimuru unleashed their combined attacks in unison. Together, Goku yelled, pouring all of his energy into the Kamehameha wave as Rimuru released a magical vortex of lightning and energy. The clash was immense, and the ground trembled under the force of their mystical unity. The explosion blazed bright as it engulfed the Harbingers, illuminating the arena. As the dust settled, Goku and Rimuru stood together, catching their breath as they scanned the aftermath. The Harbingers had been pushed back, their ranks decimated by the fierce blow. Rimuru turned to Goku, a smile breaking through his previous tension. We did it. We protected Tempest together. Yeah, that was intense. But I can't wait for the next challenge. Goku replied, grin wide and satisfied. Even as the crowd celebrated, there was an unspoken tension lingering in the air. The Harbingers may have retreated for now, but their dark intentions lingered like a shadow on the horizon. We should remain cautious, Rimuru advised, his confident demeanor tempered with wisdom. If they've come once, they might return. Goku nodded, understanding the journey was far from over. Let's train harder, prepare for whatever comes next. I want to be ready. Part 6, Awakening Shadows. The atmosphere in Tempest gradually returned to normal, but the events surrounding the Harbingers of the Abyss had left a lingering sense of uneasiness. Goku and Rimuru, aware that threats could resurface at any moment, intensified their training and preparations. Rimuru gathered his allies in a strategic meeting to discuss the situation. Everyone was seated around a large table adorned with maps and reports from scouts. We've faced the Harbingers once, but we should remain vigilant, Rimuru began, seriousness coloring his tone. We need to be prepared for whatever they might throw at us next. We can't underestimate them. The energies unleashed during the tournament attracted their attention, and they may come back with more strength. Goku leaned forward, excitement flickering in his eyes despite the seriousness. What if we train even harder? I can help everyone with fighting styles. Benimaru raised an eyebrow, intrigued. I like that idea. Each of us has unique skills, but together we can evolve further. Eager to enhance their unity, Goku led rigorous training sessions. Each member of Rimuru's team took turns engaging with Goku, who shared techniques, strategies, and philosophies that had helped him in his own world. Shuna practiced her magic alongside Piccolo's martial arts, successfully combining their abilities to create dazzling displays of elemental energy. Meanwhile, Benimaru and Goku exchanged punches, each growing stronger with every encounter. We're going to become a fierce team, Goku cheered, his infectious enthusiasm lifting spirits. Rimuru watched, feeling a surge of pride as his allies grew stronger day by day. The bonds forged through training drove them closer, reinforcing the strength of their alliance. One evening, as the sun sank behind the trees, casting shadows across the land, Rimuru sensed an ominous energy re-emerging. His instincts flared, and a sense of dread washed over him. "It's back," he muttered, urgency in his voice. Goku was nearby and immediately picked up on Rimuru's concern. "You can feel it too?" Goku asked, determined to protect their home. "Yes," Rimuru replied, his expression serious. "It's time for us to confront the Harbingers again." Rimuru quickly gathered his allies. "Everyone, it seems the Harbingers are making their move. We need to prepare for battle." As the team readied themselves, the ground trembled as the dark portal reappeared. Cloaked figures emerged once more, their presence shrouded in shadows. This time, the leader stepped forth, flanked by powerful allies, a sinister smile on their face. "You've grown stronger," the leader said, their voice dripping with amusement. "But it won't be enough to stop us. This time, we'll claim the power of your kingdom for ourselves." Goku stepped forward defiantly. "Not if we can help it. We're ready for you." Rimuru powered up, energy radiating around him. "We won't let you destroy what we built. We'll stand our ground." Just as the gathering storm of magic began to course through the arena, Rimuru initiated the defensive spells while Goku charged forward, ready to engage the Harbingers. The moment the clash began, spells fired in dark energy lashed against protective barriers. Goku effortlessly dodged their initial attacks, countering with powerful punches, each landing with a resounding thud. But the Harbingers had a new advantage. With them were various monstrous creatures imbued with darkness, each exuding an overwhelming strength. Goku grunted, launching a Kamehameha wave to bat away a dark knight. But it seemed the Harbingers had prepared for this. Their leader, channeling dark magic, summoned forth a massive wave of shadow creatures. "Crush them!" the leader commanded, relentless creatures pouring forward. As the battle escalated, Rimuru transformed into a storm dragon form, unleashing torrents of lightning that blasted through the enemy ranks. "Let's show them the true strength of our alliance." Rimuru roared, commanding energy to explode from his massive form. Goku joined in, chi spiraling around him. Time for a little teamwork. He launched himself into battle, unleashing calculated strikes alongside Rimuru's magical prowess. The allies began to rally, pushed by Goku's infectious spirit. One by one, they defended against the overwhelming darkness and fought back. "Randall, unleash your fire," Rimuru shouted to one of his allies. "Well, here goes nothing," Randall said, breathing intense flames that ignited their enemies. With the Harbingers pressed into retreat, the leader grew frustrated. "Foolish heroes, you cannot comprehend the power we possess." The leader summoned dark flames, conjuring a massive beast from the shadows, towering over the battlefield, its eyes glowing with dark intent. Goku and Rimuru exchanged worried glances. "This won't be easy," Goku muttered. "We'll need to strategize," Rimuru said, determination lining his voice. With the colossal beast unleashed upon them, Goku powered up to his full strength, sparking with golden energy. "I've got this. Let's send this thing back to the shadows." Rimuru energized his allies. "Hold your positions. Goku, distract the beast while I gather energy for a focused attack." Goku charged fiercely at the creature, dodging its heavy strikes, his speed dazzling in the dim light. "Come on! Is that all you've got?" As Goku continued his distraction, Rimuru began gathering massive amounts of energy, forming it into a concentrated beam of magic. Goku seized the opportunity, luring the beast towards him. "Over here!" he taunted, darting away as the beast lunged for him. With perfect timing, Rimuru unleashed the magical energy, resonating with light and force. "Sacred Flash!" Rimuru shouted as the beam soared through the air, striking the beast head-on. The overwhelming power of the combined attack sent the beast reeling, the darkness that once engulfed it finally beginning to dissipate. The Harbinger leader, enraged, summoned every bit of dark energy left. "No, you will not take this away from us." But it was too late. The combined powers of Rimuru, Goku, and their allies overwhelmed the dark energy, pushing the harbingers back into their portal with a resonating blast. As the battlefield fell silent and the last remnants of darkness faded, the citizens of Tempest erupted in cheers. Goku and Rimuru stood exhausted but victorious, the weight of their combined efforts settling over Therm. Rimuru smiled at his allies. "We did it. Our unity has proven effective against darkness." Goku, still buzzing with energy, added, "And it was a lot of fun. We'll get even stronger next time." Later that night, as the kingdom lit up against the night sky, Goku and Rimuru found a quiet spot away from the celebrations. "That was really intense," Goku said, gazing up at the stars. "I can't help but think about what's next. We might face them again." Rimuru nodded, reflecting on the nature of their struggle. "We'll be ready. Each encounter strengthens us, and we'll never stand alone. We've formed bonds that run deep." Part 7. The Gathering Storm. Living in harmony. In the weeks following the battle against the Harbingers, peace reigned in the Kingdom of Tempest. Goku, Rimuru, and the other allies continued to train and strengthen their bonds, embracing daily life and leisure alongside their rigorous training routines. Goku found himself loving the atmosphere of the kingdom. The food, the people, and the opportunities for training were unmatched, and he relished every moment. Meanwhile, Rimuru worked tirelessly to ensure the kingdom thrived, establishing more alliances with neighboring territories. He even organized regular training sessions for his citizens, aiming to teach them self-defense and magical skills, creating a community that could stand strong against any threat. Yet, beneath the facade of tranquility, darkness lingered. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Rimuru felt an unusual disturbance in the magical energies around Tempest. He gathered his allies, Goku included, for an emergency meeting. "I sense a change in the energy surrounding us. Something is stirring, and I believe it's connected to the Harbingers." Goku cracked his knuckles. "You mean they're coming back? Let's get ready for another fight. I'm itching for some action." Rimuru nodded, agreeing. "We need to prepare. The Harbingers won't be foolish enough to attack unprovoked again. They'll strategize." To bolster their defenses, Rimuru decided to reach out to potential allies. "We should invite other kingdoms and powerful beings to join us. If the Harbingers are planning something significant, we need all the help we can get." Goku chimed in, excitement in his voice. "Let's invite the other fighters too. This could be a great opportunity for a friendly competition while we prepare." Rimuru smiled at Goku's enthusiasm. "That's a great idea. We can strengthen our relationships while keeping our training sharp." Days later, as the preparations continued, news traveled quickly across the land, and invitations were sent to powerful beings from different realms. The summit was scheduled to be held in a nearby enchanted forest known as the Nexus Grove, a neutral ground where various warriors could gather. Rimuru and Goku stood at the entrance of the grove, welcoming the arriving allies. Among them were notable fighters, including other demon lords, magical entities, and even earthlings who had come to support Goku. Goku waved excitedly at his friends. "Vegeta, Piccolo, what are you doing here?" "Don't think I came just for the party, Kakarot," Vegeta replied, crossing his arms, a confident smirk on his face. "I'm here to train and show everyone who the real Saiyan Prince is." Meanwhile, Rimuru prepared the gathering by addressing the crowd. "My friends, thank you for coming. We face a looming threat in the form of the Harbingers, who aim to exploit our strengths. Together, we can create a united front." The summit began with fighters demonstrating their abilities in friendly matches, fostering camaraderie and competition. Goku engaged in bouts with Vegeta, pushing each other to new limits, while Rimuru showcased his magical abilities to awe and inspire the attendees. Shuna and Saiyan conducted magical demonstrations, capturing the attention of various warriors, while Piccolo and Benimaru engaged in a strategic spar, showing the importance of mental acuity in battles. Goku noticed a group of strange warriors from another dimension practicing their unique combat styles. "Hey, Rimuru, who are they?" he asked, pointing toward the fighters. Rimuru looked closer, realizing these beings were skilled warriors from the multiverse, boasting remarkable abilities, and decided to introduce himself. As the summit continued, laughter and camaraderie filled the air. However, beneath the festivities, dark shadows lurked. Unbeknownst to the gathering allies, the Harbingers had split into groups, preparing for a swift and devastating attack. Suddenly, a group of Harbinger assassins struck from the foliage surrounding the Nexus Grove, their dark cloaks mingling with the shadows of the trees. The allies scrambled as darkness erupted around them, shadows flickering ominously. Goku quickly propelled himself into action. "Let's go. We can't let them ruin this." Rimuru activated defensive spells, creating barriers to protect the attendees. "We will stand together. Allies, prepare." The clash of light and darkness erupted, echoing through the Nexus Grove. Goku and Vegeta dove into battle, meeting the assassins head-on while Rimuru coordinated their defenses. "Did they really think we'd be unprepared for this?" Vegeta growled, unleashing a flurry of energy blasts that sent foes careening away. Goku, punching through the enemy ranks, shouted, "Stick together, everyone. We can do this." As the battle intensified, allies united, weaving their skills together to create a powerful front against the Harbingers. Each fighter proved invaluable, showcasing their powers in a unified display of strength. Rimuru, channeling immense energy, unleashed a storm of lightning bolts upon the attackers. "Lightning Tempest," he called out, redirecting the flow of battle with precise strikes. While the skirmish continued, the Harbinger leader emerged from the shadows, observing the chaos with a sinister smile. "You thought this summit would strengthen your bonds? It will be your downfall." Goku narrowed his eyes, determination strengthening his resolve. "Not on my watch. We've come too far to let you take our home." As the leader summoned forth dark creatures to bolster their stranded assassins, Goku powered up to Super Saiyan Blue, a brilliant aura of blue energy swirling around him. "Rimuru, let's finish this." Rimuru nodded, echoing Goku's sentiment. "For the kingdom and our friends." Together, they charged into the battle, their combined energy igniting hope and determination among the other fighters. As the shadows closed in, Rimuru and Goku unleashed their combined techniques once more. The two poured every ounce of their powers into one final, decisive attack. "Sacred Flash!" Rimuru shouted, while Goku summoned the intensity of his Kamehameha. The collision of magic and energy illuminated the grove, pushing back the tides of darkness. As the blast surged forward, the Harbinger's forces crumbled, engulfed in a brilliant wave of light. The leaders scowled in disbelief as the grove surged with their united energy, driving them back into the dark void. With a final scream of frustration, the leader twisted away into the portal, shadows retreating into the night. With the Harbingers defeated again, the atmosphere in the Nexus Grove shifted back to one of jubilation and relief. Allies embraced each other, celebrating their victory over the darkness that sought to divide and conquer. Goku grinned widely. "That was awesome. You all put up one heck of a fight." Rimuru smiled, filled with gratitude for their allies. "Indeed, together, we proved our strength against the darkness." However, as the dust settled, Goku, Rimuru, and their allies knew this peace was temporary. "They're not gone for good," Goku said, serious once again. "We have to be ready for whatever comes next." Rimuru nodded, determination gleaming in his eyes. "Indeed, our unity has been our greatest strength. I promise we will prepare together against the future challenges we face." Part 8. The Rift of Realities. The calm after the storm. After the successful defense against the Harbingers, Goku, Rimuru, and the allied warriors focused on strengthening their bonds. The summit served not only as a training ground but also as a unifying experience. Warriors from different realms shared stories of their journeys and challenges, laying the groundwork for a powerful alliance. Rimuru, feeling optimistic about the growth and teamwork displayed during the summit, pondered the next steps. We need to ensure that our alliances remain strong. It's vital that we stay connected with those who came to help. Goku, full of energy, suggested, "How about a special training camp? We can invite everyone to strengthen their skills together and create even better strategies." Vegeta overheard and smirked. "I'll join, but only if it involves serious training. I won't waste my time with weaklings." As preparations for the training camp began, Goku and his friends set off to explore more of Rimuru's realm, eager to learn about its unique aspects and creatures. While wandering through enchanted forests and mystical fields, they encountered various fantastical beings, each sharing valuable insights, skills, and even combat techniques. In one exhilarating demonstration, they observed a company of fairies using teamwork to create mesmerizing displays of magic. "I want to learn that," Goku exclaimed, eagerly asking the fairies to teach him their techniques. Meanwhile, Rimuru and Vegeta engaged in strategic discussions about managing defenses and countering future threats, carefully considering the lingering presence of the harbingers. However, amidst the laughter and joy, a subtle unease crept over Rimuru. He sensed fluctuations in the energy surrounding them, an imbalance that echoed deep within his instincts. Feeling this disturbance, Rimuru gathered his allies for a briefing. "I sense something unusual in the magical energies around us. It feels as if the barriers between dimensions are weakening. We need to be cautious." Goku scratched his head, confused but focused. "What does that mean? Are the harbingers coming back?" "No," Rimuru replied contemplatively. "It could mean more than just the harbingers. Whenever the balance is disrupted, other entities could emerge from the rift, beings we might not be prepared for." Days later, the disturbance escalated. An unexpected phenomenon appeared in the skies above Tempest, a swirling abyssal rift, pulsating with dark energy. Rimuru felt dread pooling in his stomach. "Everyone, we need to evacuate. The rift is dangerous. We must secure Tempest and keep the people safe." Goku, filled with adrenaline, responded, "I'll scout out the situation. Let's see what's coming through." As Goku approached the rift, he could feel immense pressure emanating from it. He spotted silhouettes emerging, dark shapes evolving into vivid forms. Monstrous creatures with malicious intent surged forward, drawn by the chaos within the rift. "Oh, this doesn't look good at all," Goku muttered to himself, charging back toward Rimuru's location. "We've got company." Rimuru had already begun preparing defenses, his allies working alongside him. The atmosphere was charged with a mix of dread and determination. "We need to hold the line," Rimuru shouted, raising his staff to summon barriers around the kingdom. Goku landed among his friends, panting slightly. "There are monsters coming through, and they look tough. We need to be ready." The first wave crashed against the barriers Rimuru had erected, displaying grotesque forms that belied their ferocity. The monsters were fast, their movements erratic as they sought to break through the defenses. "I've got this," Goku cried, powering up. "Let's show them what we can do." Vegeta joined in, unleashing a barrage of energy blasts toward the monsters. "Get ready, you wretches. You're going to regret crossing paths with a Saiyan," Rimuru commanded the others. "Aim for the central formation. We can't let them split us." Amidst the chaos, a strange figure emerged from the rift. The Harbinger leader had returned, flanked by even more powerful beasts. A malicious grin spread across his face as he surveyed the battlefield. "Fools! You've only made this easier for me," he taunted, dark energy swirling around him and his minions. "With the power I've gained from the rift, I will crush you." Goku scowled. "So you came back for round 2, huh? We'll defeat you again." Rimuru felt the weight of responsibility. His heart raced, knowing they had to counteract the sudden influx of power the Harbingers had gained. "Everyone, we must coordinate. Prepare for a synchronized attack," Rimuru shouted, gathering energy around himself and rallying his allies. As the Harbingers unleashed their minions, Goku and his allies charged head-on. With the tension high, the battlefield erupted in a vivid display of magical spells and energy blasts. Victory is ours! Goku shouted, launching himself into the fray. Kamehameha, he unleashed his powerful wave, cutting through the horde of monsters and pushing toward the leader. Rimuru followed suit, channeling immense energy into a concentrated strike. Sacred Flash. Together, the team pressed forward, forcing the Harbinger leader to react, chaotic energy surging in retaliation. However, the leader wasn't done yet. He summoned a dark vortex from the rift, urging it to expand and consume more of the area around them. I won't let you take my kingdom, Rimuru declared, focusing his powers to restrain. Part 9. The Call of the Ancients. In the aftermath of the rift's collapse, Tempest thrived with renewed energy and optimism. Goku and Rimuru's allies celebrated their victory over the Harbingers, the spirit of camaraderie stronger than ever before. Yet, amidst the joy of triumph, a palpable sense of purpose filled the air. Rimuru, speaking to the gathered citizens, reflected on their victories. Today, we stand united against darkness. This battle has shown us the power of our alliances. We must remain vigilant, for peace demands effort and vigilance. As everyone cheered, Goku grinned, eager for the next challenge. So, what's next? I'm ready to take on anything. A few days later, as preparations for a victory celebration commenced, a sudden disturbance arose in the magical energies of the kingdom. Rimuru received an unexpected visitor, a shrouded figure draped in ethereal robes, glowing softly as they appeared before him. Who are you? Rimuru asked cautiously, sensing ancient energy surrounding the figure. I am Lasara, a guardian of the realms, the figure spoke, their voice echoing with wisdom. I have come with a warning. Goku stepped forward, intrigued. A guardian? What kind of warning? The rift you closed was but a measure of a greater disturbance, Lasara revealed, serious concern painting their features. Something ancient and powerful has awakened. The very balance of reality is in peril. The Harbingers are not the only entity you must face. Lasara continued. The Deadlands, a realm trapped between dimensions, has begun to overspill its dark energies into this world. Ancient forces, long sealed away, are stirring. Should they break free, they would plunge this realm into chaos. Rimuru and Goku exchanged determined looks. What must we do? Rimuru asked, the gravity of the situation weighing heavily. Lasara advised them. You must journey to the heart of the Deadlands and restore balance. Only by confronting the source of this awakening can you hope to prevent a larger catastrophe. Goku clenched his fists with excitement. A new adventure. Count me in. I want to see these ancient forces for myself. Rimuru nodded resolute. We have no time to waste. Gathering our allies for this mission is vital. If there are forces on the rise, we must prepare quickly. Lasara assisted in the preparations, using their knowledge of the Deadlands to provide maps and insights into the challenges that lay ahead. Goku and Rimuru rallied together their strongest allies, piecing together a team capable of facing the Uncryon. Around the kingdom, emissaries were sent out, and familiar faces returned to stand beside them, eager to engage in this new adventure. Vegeta, Piccolo, and others joined Goku and Rimuru at the front lines. I'm ready, Vegeta said with a smirk, his demeanor unwavering. Let's go smash whatever lies within that Deadlands. Piccolo surveyed their preparations, his calm ability bringing a sense of focus. We'll need to stay on guard. Unknown territories come with unknown dangers. With their party fully equipped and bolstered by camaraderie, Rimuru and Goku led their allies toward the Deadlands, a location shrouded in mystery and danger. As they approached the boundary, a dark expanse littered with ancient ruins and swirling shadows, the air thickened with foreboding. Stay close, Rimuru shouted, revitalizing their focus. Our planning will determine our survival. The first steps into the Deadlands felt heavy, as if the very ground they walked on held centuries of sorrow. Unusual whispers filled the air, echoing secrets long buried. Goku's instinct kicked in, and he sensed a surge of dark energy with every step. I can feel it, Something's out there. Suddenly, dark shadows emerged from the ruins, forming grotesque figures that rushed toward them. The ground trembled as the allies prepared for battle. Monsters! Goku shouted, powering up to Super Saiyan. Let's take them out! As the first wave charged, Goku delivered powerful punches and energy blasts. Rimuru summoned magic, creating barriers and countering with lightning strikes. Vegeta blasted through the enemies with fierce ki blasts, yelling, "Too weak. Is this all they have?" Piccolo's agile movements coordinated with Benimaru as they flanked the enemies, incapacitating them with synergy and skills. Rimuru unleashed a massive storm. Waves of energy melded with nature, illuminating the darkened landscape momentarily. As the battle raged, the shadows surrounding them morphed, taking form as a dark entity emerged from the center of the darkest ruins, an ancient being woven from darkness itself, glowing malevolently. "I am the Wraith of the Abyss, keeper of the Deadlands," it rasped, its voice echoing with a haunting resonance. "You intrude upon my domain." Goku grinned, adrenaline surging. "Then let's see how tough you really are." The Wraith summoned shadows to defend itself, weaving dark tendrils to attack Goku and his allies. "You will not survive this realm." Rimuru dared to step forward. "We will not back down. This ends now." With fierce determination, Goku launched himself at the Wraith, dodging the dark tendrils with impeccable skill. "Kamehameha Dash!" he shouted, unleashing a powerful wave of energy toward it. The Wraith retaliated, absorbing the energy and redirecting it back with a torrent of shadows. Committed to defending his friends, Rimuru conjured structures of magic to absorb the backlash. "Now is the time," Rimuru commanded, focusing energy into a concentrated sphere. "We need to work together." As the Wraith lashed out in retaliation, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Benimaru joined forces. Together they struck at the core of the Wraith's power, targeting the dark source that emerged from its depth. Seeing his friends fighting resolutely together fueled Goku's spirit. "We can do this. I won't let anything take away our home." He soared upwards, transforming into Super Saiyan Blue, his aura radiant and fierce. With their powers united, Goku and Rimuru called upon the strength of their allies, creating a surge of combined energy ready to shatter the darkness. "Let's finish this," Goku yelled, launching toward the Wraith with a massive blast of hope infused with energy. The eruption of combined power overcame the Wraith, engulfing it in a dazzling explosion of light. The shadows surrounding it recoiled, and with a final screech, the sinister entity crumbled into nothingness, the rift expanding and contracting in tandem. As the dust settled, the allies stood together, breathless but victorious. "Is it over?" Piccolo asked warily, scanning the surroundings for any lingering threats. Rimuru nodded, feeling the energy stabilize. "For now, we restored balance to this area, but we must remain vigilant." As they gathered, Goku turned to Rimuru with a smile. "That was amazing. We really pulled off a great team effort." "Yes," Rimuru replied, his heart swelling with pride for everyone. "Together, we can face whatever challenges lie ahead." Lasara reappeared, looking pleased. "You have confronted the darkness and succeeded, but remember that true vigilance will ensure your continued peace. Our realm is connected, and challenges will come from anywhere." With friends by their side, Goku and Rimuru looked toward the horizon, the bonds forged through battle lighting the path ahead. They knew tomorrow held new adventures, fresh challenges, and perhaps even more allies in their mission to protect their worlds. Part 10. Echoes of Destiny. Following their victory against the Wraith of the Abyss, the allies celebrated their triumphant stand. They held a festival to honor their recent journey and to reinforce the unity forged in battle. The mood was festive, laughter and music filling the air. Goku, ever the embodiment of enthusiasm, ran around the festival grounds, sampling food and engaging in friendly contests with the villagers. "This festival is awesome!" he exclaimed, grinning from ear to ear. "I love trying all this different food." Amidst the festivities, Rimuru watched his friends revel in joy, knowing they had built a sanctuary worth protecting. He felt an immense sense of gratitude for everyone's determination during their trials. As dusk approached, however, Rimuru felt an unsettling tug at his instincts. Despite the celebrations, an echo of unease reverberated within him. He gathered his closest allies, including Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo, near the palace. Everyone. While we rejoice, I sense that the aftermath of our battle against the Wraith has not entirely concluded. There are still remnants of darkness that linger, Rimuru stated, concern clear in his voice. Goku's expression shifted to focus. You think there are more monsters coming? Vegeta crossed his arms, his confidence unwavering. If there are, we'll squash them just as we did with the Wraith. Suddenly, a chilling wind swept through the palace courtyard, extinguishing the torches and drawing collective gasps from the attendees. From the shadows emerged a figure, cloaked in darkness, enveloped in a swirling aura of cursed energy. I am Khazar, the Forsaken One, the figure announced, voice cold and echoing. Your victories are but fleeting moments. I have come to reclaim what is rightfully mine. Rimuru stepped forward, ready to protect his allies. What do you want here? If you're after power, you'll find only defeat. Khazar chuckled, an ominous sound resonating through the courtyard. Your ignorance will be your undoing. I am the embodiment of the darkness you triumph over, and I have returned to seek vengeance upon this realm. Goku felt a surge of adrenaline, excitement coursing through him. Looks like it's time for another fight. Let's show him what we're made of. Despite Khazar's threat, the allies stood strong, united in determination. Rimuru focused his energy into an offensive posture. We will not let darkness take our home again. Let's finish this, Goku shouted, his energy swirling around him as he transformed into Super Saiyan Blue. Khazar's eyes flickered with dark power, the atmosphere intensifying. Foolish mortals, your defiance will be crushed by the depths of despair. The dark figure unleashed a wave of cursed energy, forcing the allies to scatter and hurling them into chaos. Vegeta sprang forward, launching a barrage of ki blasts at the Forsaken One. You'll regret underestimating the might of our alliance. His attack struck Khazar's energy barrier, causing a ripple that momentarily stunned him. You think you can defeat me with your petty powers, he hissed, retaliating with a wave of dark shadows that constricted around Vegeta. Vegeta, Goku shouted, rushing to his friend's side. We need to break through. Rimuru conjured a massive barrier to protect his allies from the dark tendrils. We'll have to combine our attacks. This guy is stronger than he seems. As the battle progressed, the allies felt the pressure increasing. The cursed energy spat from Khazar pushed them back, and the atmosphere thickened with malice. Feeling cornered, Goku turned to Rimuru, determination in his eyes. We can't give up. Let's channel everything we have. Agreed, Rimuru responded, focusing on the unbreakable bond that had formed among them. We're stronger together. All of you, channel your energy into one final blow. The air crackled with energy as they honed their powers, creating a massive explosion of combined light that surged toward Khazar. Now, Rimuru shouted, his voice strong and resolute. With one fierce shout, Goku and Rimuru, alongside their allies, unleashed their united attack. Together, they cried, releasing a radiant beam of energy toward the dark entity. Khazar's expression twisted into alarm as he realized the strength of their combined powers. No, this cannot be. The force of their attack overwhelmed the dark entity, swallowing him in a brilliant light, purging the shadows that surrounded him. Khazar's scream echoed through the landscape, reverberating with defeat, before he was consumed by the radiant energies. As the dark energy dissipated and the light settled, the allies stood together, breathless but victorious. The weight of the battle receded, leaving a sense of relief in its wake. Is it over? Piccolo asked, looking around cautiously, waiting for any lingering danger. Rimuru nodded, feeling the energy stabilize again. For now, we prevailed, but we must still remain vigilant. Goku, filled with excitement, chimed in, "That was awesome. I can't wait for more adventurers. Let's keep pushing our limits." As they prepared to return to the kingdom to celebrate their latest victory, a small flicker of unease gripped Rimuru again. He could feel the distant echo of unrest, reminding him that darkness could return at any moment. Standing with his allies, Rimuru addressed them. "We have grown immensely stronger through our trials, but the world is vast, and it holds many secrets. Together, we will unravel them while ensuring peace endures." With excitement coursing through them, the allies made their way back into the Kingdom of Tempest, ready for new challenges and adventures together. Part 11. The Unraveling Threads of Fate. With the defeat of Khazar leaving a newfound sense of peace, the Kingdom of Tempest thrived as its citizens celebrated their heroes. Goku, Rimuru, and their allies were greeted with cheers and admiration upon their return. Goku reveled in the excitement, sampling delicious foods and engaging in friendly competitions with the villagers. "This victory party is amazing," he exclaimed, tossing a few playful punches in the air. Rimuru smiled at the jubilant atmosphere, feeling proud watching his friends enjoy the festivities. "This is what we fought for, to protect our home and enjoy life together." As the day turned into night, Rimuru and Goku took a moment to reflect on their journey. They sat on a balcony overlooking the bustling kingdom, serenity enveloping them. "You know, Goku," Rimuru began, "the power of friendship and teamwork has proven to be our greatest asset. I'm thankful for everyone who came together to face the darkness." Goku nodded, his usual enthusiasm tempered by contemplation. "Yeah, but it makes me wonder, what else is out there? What if there are even stronger enemies waiting to challenge us?" Rimuru replied thoughtfully, "It's possible. The world is vast, and though we've overcome much, we must remain vigilant and be prepared for what lies ahead." Just then, a figure materialized in the night sky. A shimmering portal opened, and a familiar face stepped out, resembling a warrior but with otherworldly features. The figure landed gracefully before them, revealing herself as an envoy from a neighboring realm. "I am Lady Kayles, a keeper of the celestial realms," she announced, her presence radiating wisdom. "I come bearing urgent tidings." Goku's curiosity piqued. "What's going on? Is something wrong?" Kayles' expression turned serious. "There is a disturbance among the threads of fate, intertwining with realms beyond our comprehension. The recent upheaval has roused ancient forces that threaten not just your world, but the very fabric of reality." Rimuru stepped forward, concern etching across his features. "What kind of forces are we talking about?" Kayles continued, "A convergence is occurring, a blend of dimensions that could lead to catastrophic outcomes. Beings from both light and dark have begun to converge, seeking power for their own ends. There's an evil force gathering. They plan to exploit the chaos directly tied to the recent events concerning the Harbingers," she added. Goku clenched his fists, ready for any challenge. "Then we can't wait. We have to stop them before things can get worse." Kayles nodded. "I sense your strength, and that is why I've come. You are the champions this realm needs, but you will not be alone. Allies from multiple realms will join you on this journey." Determined, Rimuru addressed his allies gathered around. "We've endured many challenges, and though we may not have all the answers, we've proven our strength. Together, we can face whatever this convergence brings." Goku's spirit was infectious as he rallied the group. "Let's prepare for an adventure. I say we gather everyone and train harder than ever." Rimuru coordinated with Lady Kayles, strategizing the best courses of action. "We should reach out to those who are not present, invite them to our cause, and ensure they know what's at stake." As word spread of the impending threat, emissaries left for neighboring lands, assuring allies from different realms would unite for the challenges ahead. The training camp transformed into a larger assembly of warriors, all focused on fortifying their skills and sharpening their tactics. Goku led rigorous training sessions, challenging even the strongest of the allies to push their limits. "Let's do this. Who's ready to train?" he shouted, excitement igniting everyone's spirits. Vegeta insisted on participating, a competitive fire in his eyes. "I'll show you who the real champion is." Days turned into weeks as allies gathered, including familiar faces from across the multiverse. Each warrior brought unique skills and insights, further contributing to the strength of their alliance. Among the arrivals was Vados, an angelic being. I felt the disturbance reaching even the celestial realm, and came to lend my assistance. With their numbers swelling, Rimuru coordinated training sequences that tested both magical and combat skills, ensuring that each member was prepared for what lay ahead. Amid the preparations, Goku eagerly suggested a friendly tournament to assess everyone's strengths in real time. "It'll be a great way for us to show off how strong we've all become while helping each other grow." Rimuru readily agreed, recognizing the value in teamwork and strategy through friendly competition. "Let's combine training with camaraderie. A tournament will ignite our spirits." As the tournament brackets were drawn up, each team strategist melded their skills. Goku faced off against seasoned warriors, while Rimuru coordinated the matchups to create an exciting and competitive atmosphere. The day of the tournament arrived, with energy pulsing through the arena. Spectators filled the stands, eager to witness power, creativity, and strategy unfold. Each battle showcased unique talents and fighting styles, further strengthening their bonds. Goku fought alongside Vegeta, displaying remarkable synergy as they worked together against formidable foes. "This is amazing! Look at how strong everyone is," Goku shouted, his spirit fanning the flames of competition. The fights intensified, showcasing creativity and strategy from each ally. Shuna battled with grace, weaving magical constructs that captivated the audience, and Piccolo showcased his exceptional versatility. As the tournament neared its climax, the excitement heightened, and Goku found himself in the final match against a worthy opponent, a warrior with extraordinary speed and agility. "This is going to be a blast." Goku grinned, focusing his power while his opponents circled him, their aura elegantly glimmering. With the audience holding their breath, the two warriors prepared to clash, ready to showcase their strongest techniques. Just as the match was about to take flight, the atmosphere shifted ominously. The ground trembled slightly, and a dark energy rippled through the air, disrupting the excitement of the tournament. "Wait, did anyone feel that?" Goku exclaimed, eyes wide as he sensed a creeping darkness throbbing beneath the surface. Rimuru immediately raised his hands, calling for silence. "Something isn't right. Everyone stay alert." Before they could react, the arena was engulfed in a wave of darkness. Dark figures materialized from the shadows. Prominent harbingers had returned, alerted by the disturbance of the tournament. Khazar stepped forward, his dark energy emanating from him. "Did you truly believe I would be defeated? You are fools for gathering so many strong warriors in one place." Rimuru rallied his allies. "We will not back down. This is our home, and we will protect it." Goku powered up, energy radiating brightly around him. "You guys ready? Let's show them the strength of our teamwork." The air thickened with intensity as the harbingers surged forward, intent on wreaking havoc and claiming the strength of Tempest. Part 12. Shadows of Reckoning. As the harbingers surged forward, Goku, Rimuru, and their allies steeled themselves for battle. With determination etched on their faces, they prepared to defend their home once more against the darkness. "Everyone, stay close. We'll fight as one," Rimuru shouted, drawing on the strength of his allies. "Use everything you've trained for." Goku empowered himself, converting his excitement into raw energy. "Let's show these guys how strong we really are." Khazar laughed, an unsettling sound that reverberated through the air. "Foolish heroes, you think you can protect what you have now. You are outmatched." In a swift motion, he unleashed a torrent of dark energy toward the arena. Goku instantly reacted, launching himself forward. "Kamehameha!" he shouted, directing his energy beam to counteract the darkness. The explosion sent shockwaves across the gathered allies. Rimuru quickly conjured barriers to shield the spectators, ensuring their safety while maintaining focus on the battle. Vegeta and Piccolo tear-net up, launching coordinated attacks against incoming Harbinger minions, their synergy shining through. "Stay together. No one fights alone," Piccolo instructed, his tactical nature on full display. As the darkness pressed in, the allies found themselves locked in a desperate struggle. The Harbingers showed no signs of retreat, fueled by dark magic that intensified with each fallen minion. "We have to push back harder," Goku yelled, noticing the strain on his friends. "Uplift each other. We're stronger together." Rimuru nodded, wielding magical energy like a fierce tempest. "If we can defeat Kazar, the others will falter. We need to focus our energy on him." Kazar, sensing the rallying effort, scowled and stepped back, summoning a fierce wave of shadows that enveloped the arena, creating a chaotic scramble as allies struggled to maintain order. "With this power, you cannot hope to defeat me," Kazar boomed, channeling dark energy into a massive orb. "Prepare for despair." As panic began to swirl within the allies, Goku held them steady. "Remember why we're fighting. Together, we can break through this darkness." Rimuru encouraged everyone. "Be brave. Focus your energy. We will." Their words re-energized the allies, strengthening their resolve. They began to focus their energy in unison, creating a circle of light amidst the chaos. "All together now," Goku shouted, with an urging spirit. "Let's do this." As the energy swirled, they formed a stronger collective force. The energy beam they created surged toward Kazar's dark orb, meeting his attack with unwavering unity. The clash created a thunderous roar as the two forces collided. The air crackled with energy, lighting up the battlefield and drawing the attention of everyone present. "You may be strong, but I will not yield," Kazar growled, pushing more dark energy into his orb. "Neither will we," Rimuru shouted back, channeling magic into the light sphere growing alongside Goku and the other allies. Goku felt the collective strength of his allies course through him, fueling his determination. "Now let's end this." He pushed forward, pouring everything he had into the energy beam. As the combined attack pushed closer, the remaining darkness began to retreat. "No, this cannot be," Kazar screamed, shocked at the power of unity overcoming his darkness. With a final surge of power, Goku and Rimuru combined their attacks into one radiant beam of light. "Together!" they shouted, unleashing a colossal burst aimed at Kazar. The attack erupted with a blinding brilliance, swallowing the dark orb, scattering remnants of darkness in every direction. "Goodbye, Kazar," Goku shouted, filled with the spirit of teamwork and friendship. The energy wave erupted, shattering the dark entity into a million shards of light, and with it, the oppressive shadows vanished, leaving only a peaceful glow in their wake. As the light settled, the allies emerged victorious, panting but exhilarated. They had faced a tremendous threat and triumphed together. Rimuru surveyed the battlefield, relief flooding through him. "We did it." Goku, ecstatic, punched the air. "That was amazing. We make a great team." Kaylee's appeared once again, observing the aftermath. "You have defeated a formidable foe, but remember that the balance between light and darkness is delicate. With the darkness vanquished for now," Kaylee's addressed the gathered warriors. "There will always be challenges ahead, but it is your strength, determination, and unity that will guide you through." Goku clapped his hands together. "Let's keep training. I want to get even stronger and protect our world." Rimuru smiled, inspired by the unwavering spirit of his friends. "Let's work toward not just defending our world, but forging new alliances." Part 13. Whispers of the Forgotten. After the battle against Kazar, the citizens of Tempest celebrated their victories and the bonds formed during the recent challenges. The festival continued to shine brightly into the early days, filled with games, delicious food, and lively festivities. Goku, never one to pass up on a good time, was busy participating in various contests. He had taken a particular liking to the strongest warrior competition, flexing his muscles and showing off in front of an entertained crowd. Rimuru watched from a distance, a smile on his face, as he mingled with the villagers and engaged in light-hearted discussions about their experiences in the tournament and the recent battles. However, beneath the jubilant atmosphere, Rimuru couldn't shake off a nagging feeling of unease. The balance of magical energies seemed to shift subtly, and characterized disturbances in the air kept drawing his attention. Late one night, while everyone else celebrated, he found a moment to meditate in solitude. Closing his eyes, he reached out to sense any fluctuations in the energies swirling around him. As he focused, a vision emerged in old tapestry, revealing a pathway spiraling into darkness. Shadowy figures lingered at the edges of his consciousness, whispering secrets from ages long past. The whispers beckoned to him, pulling him deeper. Among the shadows, he recognized elements of forgotten history, the remnants of the ancient forces that had once terrorized the realms. "Rimuru," he heard one dark whisper say, beckoning him, "the past cannot remain buried. It is time for the ancient ones to awaken." He jolted upright, heart racing. "What was that?" he murmured, worried about what it might mean. Realizing he couldn't face this alone, Rimuru sought out Goku and the others, needing their strength and support to decipher the mystery hanging over them. Rimuru found Goku at the festival, still basking in the joy of the celebrations. "Goku, can we gather our allies? I have something important to discuss." "Sure thing," Goku replied enthusiastically, already eyeing more food to try. "What's up?" As the party consolidated, Rimuru briefed everyone on his unsettling vision. "I sense a disturbance, echoes from forgotten legends of ancient forces. I believe they are trying to resurface." Vegeta crossed his arms. "We've already dealt with enough darkness. How much more can there be?" Rimuru nodded in agreement. "We need to be prepared. The past intertwines with our present, which means we could face new challenges soon." Goku grinned, a spark of excitement lighting his eyes. "Well, either way, it sounds like we'll have another adventure. I'm ready to take them on. Let's head to the Whispering Woods," Kaylee suggested, joining the conversation. "It is said that the spirits of the ancients reside there. They might provide insight into what's to come." With the group determined, they set out toward the Whispering Woods, determined to uncover the secrets of the past and prepare for whatever awaited them in the future. The deeper they traveled into the Whispering Woods, the more haunted it felt. The trees loomed tall and dark, and the air thickened with anticipation. The group felt the weight of this ancient place pressing down on them as they proceeded. Alarming whispers grew louder, urging them to continue but warning of dangers that may linger. As they reached a clearing, Kaylee's raised her hand. "Here lies the heart of the forest, where the spirits speak. We must listen." Suddenly, phantom images filled the air, fragments of ancient warriors and dark beings locked in an eternal struggle, battling through time. The spirits began to coalesce, revealing a powerful figure at the center, a guardian of the woods, bearing a majestic presence, shimmering with otherworldly energy. "Who dares summon us?" the guardian's voice echoed, resonating with authority. "What do you seek within these depths?" Goku stepped forward, determination clear in his voice. "We're here to learn about the darkness we faced and what may come next. We want to protect our home." The guardian's gaze did not waver. "Light and dark are forever intertwined. With danger drawing near, your purpose is sacred. But heed my warning. There will be sacrifices to mend the bonds of fate." Rimuru asked, "What do we need to do?" "The threads that hold your world are fraying," the guardian explained. "In order to face what lies ahead, you will need to seek out the lost relics of the ancients. Only with them can you hope to restore balance." Goku glanced at his allies, excitement and determination lighting up his expression. "Then we must find these relics." "It sounds like an adventure," Kaylee's nodded, offering guidance. The relics are scattered across different realms, hidden away from eyes that seek power. Rimuru felt the weight of their mission, yet a sense of purpose fueled their resolve. We will gather our strength and embark on this quest. Together, we will seek these relics and protect our worlds. Part 14. The Search for the Lost Relics. After receiving the Guardian's message, Goku, Rimuru, and their allies wasted no time. They gathered the necessary supplies and discussed their strategy for the upcoming quest to locate the lost relics of the ancients. Where do we start? Goku asked, excitement radiating from him. There are so many places we could look. Rimuru consulted the map provided by Lady Kaylee's, tracing the ancient paths etched into it. The first relic is said to be located in the Celestial Spire, a mountainous region that lies beyond the Whispering Woods. It's known for its ethereal creatures and celestial energy. Sounds like a perfect challenge. Goku grinned. Let's not waste any time. Vegeta crossed his arms, a smirk on his face. I'll lead the way. Knowing Kakarot, he'd probably get distracted along the line. The group continued preparing, fueled by camaraderie and excitement for the adventure ahead. As they set out toward the Celestial Spire, the team traversed the Whispering Woods and ventured into the unknown. The atmosphere shifted, growing lighter as they neared the mythical mountains, each step echoing with anticipation. Goku led the charge, his energy vibrant and infectious. I can't wait to see what kind of creatures we'll meet. Remember to focus, Goku, Rimuru reminded him, reinforced by a sense of guiding authority. We don't know what challenges lie ahead. The journey through the woods proved enchanting. Mystical creatures peeked from behind trees, curious about the group, and trails shimmered with magical lights, guiding them deeper into the forest. After hours of traveling, they arrived at the base of the Celestial Spire. Towering above them, the mountains shimmered with illusory colors, catching the sunlight as if it were alive. Suddenly, they sensed a powerful energy pulsing from its peak, emitting an inviting yet daunting aura. This is it, Goku said, gazing up in wonder. The relic is up there. Rimuru nodded, feeling the pull of magical energy. We should stay alert. While the energy feels potent, it may also attract unwanted attention. The path leading up the mountain was steep, winding through treacherous slopes and rocky outcrops. As they ascended, the majestic view expanded, and breathtaking sights awaited them. Yet, lurking shadows moved quietly amid the colors, remnants of Kilritha's influence still tainting the land. It's beautiful, Shuna whispered, mesmerized by the celestial beauty around them. But it feels like something is off. As they climbed higher, the air thickened, tension building among the group. They felt the weight of the unknown pressing in, causing unease to coil within them. Finally reaching the summit, they found themselves standing on a platform of celestial stone, surrounded by radiant energy flickering like stars. At the center of the platform lay an ancient stone pedestal, illuminated and adorned with intricate markings of place where the first relic awaited. I am the guardian of the Celestial Spire, a specter proclaimed, luminous yet ominous. Only those worthy may claim the relics of the ancients. Rimuru, Goku, and the others took defensive stances. We've faced many trials, Rimuru declared, and we stand united. We're ready for whatever challenge you present. The Guardian's form shimmered, and it gestured toward them, creating an illusionary battlefield swirling with stars and cosmic energy. Prove your worthiness in combat against the echoes of your past failures. Goku grinned but felt the seriousness intertwined with this new challenge. All right, let's see what we've got. Suddenly, shadowy figures emerged, twisting into familiar shapes, manifestations of their past battles, their fiercest foes, and doubts come to life. Goku's eyes widened in recognition. I know that one, he exclaimed, pointing to an apparition of Frisia, once a pivotal enemy he had triumphed against. Face your past and let it define who you are, the Guardian shouted, casting the challenge out to each warrior. The group braced for impact, ready to confront their echoes. Each ally faced their spectral foes. Goku exchanged blows with Frieza, each punch sending cosmic energy rippling through the air. "Do you think you can defeat me so easily again?" Frieza taunted, blinding speed testing Goku's reflexes. Goku grinned. "I've gotten stronger since then," he shot back, launching into a spectacular flurry of attacks, illuminating the dark with his vibrant energy. Meanwhile, Rimuru confronted manifestations of his past insecurities, shadows whispering doubts of his worth. "You may not be enough. You don't deserve this power," they hissed. With resolve, Rimuru replied, "I am who I choose to be, forged by my friends and allies. I will not falter. The relic should be here," Rimuru noted, stepping forward, voice reverberating with awe. "Let's see what lies beneath." Just as he reached for it, a surge of darkness erupted from the pedestal, morphing into shadowy figures, warriors imbued with ancient magic. Vegeta faced an echo of himself, a darkened version wielding similar powers. "Is this the best you have?" he scoffed, charging forward with a bravado that ignited his Saiyan pride. "Prepare to be erased." The doppelganger exploded in a rush of dark energy, meeting Vegeta head-on. The others joined in, strength and support lighting the chaotic battlefield. Piccolo strategized, using tactical movements to counter the ethereal warriors around him. "Remember what we've been through," he urged, focusing energy toward his friends while maintaining control over the battlefield. As the battles pitted dark echoes against the full strength of their allies, a wave of light surged through the battlefield, a representation of unity, camaraderie, and determination. Goku fought valiantly against Frieza, combining his power with the memories of his friends. "We're not fighting alone. We fight together." Through struggles and confrontations, each ally began to find strength in the bonds they had forged, gradually overwhelming their shadowy foes. The Guardian watched, sensing the shift, and smiled. "You have embraced your past and transformed it. Continue to shine." With a final rally, Goku and Rimuru joined forces, channeling their energy into one groundbreaking technique. "Now let's end this," Goku called out, powering up alongside Rimuru. The Guardians' energy pulsed, enhancing their attack further. Together, they shouted in unison, unleashing a radiant energy wave. The darkness shattered, echoes fading away as acceptance filled their hearts. The battle was won, and the overwhelming sense of darkness lifted from the celestial spire. As calm returned, the Guardian approached, their forms shimmering with approval. "You have proven your worthiness. The first of the lost relics is yours." The pedestal began to manifest the relic, a beautiful crystal orb radiating with celestial energies, shimmering with an otherworldly luminescence. Goku and Rimuru exchanged excited glances, embracing their next step forward. Part 15. The Quest for the Celestial Relics. With the first lost relic secured, Goku, Rimuru, and their allies gathered in the grand hall of the palace. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation, excitement, and determination as they prepared for their quest to find additional relics. Rimuru stood at the head of the table, addressing his friends. "The first relic is an incredible start, but we have many more to find. According to our research, the next relic is rumored to be hidden in the Obsidian Caverns, a region filled with treacherous terrain and powerful foes." Goku's eyes sparkled with enthusiasm. "Sounds like another epic adventure. I can't wait to see what we'll find." Vegeta smirked, arms crossed. "As long as there are worthy opponents, I'm interested." Kaylee's interjected, her expression serious. "The Obsidian Caverns are filled with darkness, and it is said that many who enter never return. We must remain united and cautious, for the balance of light and dark is delicate." "We'll face any challenges together," Rimuru assured, confidence radiating from him. "Our bond will keep us strong." As preparations unfolded, they strategized their approach to the Obsidian Caverns. Allies divided into teams to stock up on supplies, while ensuring their skills were honed for the impending battles. With supplies readied, the group set off toward the Obsidian Caverns. The path twisted through dense forests, across roaring rivers, and over jagged mountains. As they traveled, The light began to dim, hints of darkness looming ahead. Goku walked alongside Rimuru, excitedly recounting stories of his past adventures on Earth, spilling over with infectious energy and laughter. And then I told Frieza that he'd have to try harder if he wanted to beat me. Rimuru chuckled, happier by Goku's enthusiasm. Your adventures are both amusing and inspiring. We all fight with our unique strengths, and your spirit reminds us to keep pushing forward. As they approached the caverns, however, the atmosphere shifted. The trees grew sparse, and the air grew colder, thick with foreboding. Upon reaching the mouth of the obsidian caverns, they were met with an eerie sight. The entrance loomed ominously, blackened stones creating an archway that seemed to absorb the light around it. "Here we go. Just remember to keep your wits about you," Vegeta warned, scanning the shadows. Goku nodded, determination crossed with excitement. "I can't wait to see what's inside." As they entered, the darkness enveloped them. Stalactites dripped from the ceiling, and the air was filled with an unsettling stillness. They lit torches to illuminate the path ahead, casting flickering shadows along the cavern walls. Suddenly, a rumbling noise echoed through the cavern, causing the ground to tremble beneath their feet. "Did you hear that?" Piccolo said, alert, as the tremors faded. Before they could react, monstrous creatures emerged from the shadows. Huge, dark figures with glistening obsidian scales, eyes glowing ominously in the dim light. They screeched, revealing rows of jagged teeth. "They don't look friendly," Goku said, grinning with excitement as he readied himself. Rimuru summoned his magical power, casting a barrier around the group just as the creatures lunged. "Stay together," Rimuru shouted. "We must fight as one." Goku led the charge, launching himself at the nearest creature with an exhilarating battle cry. "Kamehameha!" he shouted, unleashing a powerful blast that blasted the creature back. Rimuru's magical barriers shielded allies from the onslaught, while he invoked lightning strikes against the advancing foes. "With our powers combined, we'll turn the tide," Rimuru encouraged as they worked together. Vegeta and Piccolo joined forces, delivering precise attacks that struck with intimidating speed. "We're becoming the ultimate fighting team," Vegeta declared, just as it appeared they had the upper hand. The beast began to evolve, merging into a massive creature, twice the size of the previous foes, fueled by dark energy. "This is bad," Goku shouted. "We can't let this thing overpower us." The enhanced creature roared, sending shockwaves throughout the cavern. Its eyes glowed with tumultuous fury, and it charged directly for Goku and the others. Rimuru felt a surge of energy, knowing they needed to push past their limits. "All together, we must show this creature our resolve. Let's go," Goku shouted, radiating with determination. "Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. They all shouted in unison, engaging with renewed vigor against the monstrous beast. The allies unleashed their strongest techniques. Vegeta blasted the foe with a final flash attack. Piccolo expanded his energy reach with special techniques, and Rimuru conjured a massive torrent of lightning aimed directly at the creature's core. Goku pulled all his power, launching the most immense Kamehameha wave yet, amalgamating the energy of his allies into a single beam of radiant light. As the combined attack struck, light erupted throughout the caverns, a blinding surge that overwhelmed the creature, shattering the darkness that encompassed it. The massive beast cried out in despair, disintegrating in a fantastic display of energy, illuminating the entire cavern and marking their victory. With the creature defeated, the cavern began to pulse in response. The energy from the battle stirred, and at the center of the room, the pedestal revealing the lost relic began to glow. Rimuru stepped forward cautiously, surrounded by his allies. "This must be it, the relic we've come to find." Goku beamed with excitement, leaning in closer. "Let's see what it is." The relic shone brightly, encapsulating their victory and the strength of their unity. Kales, who had accompanied them quietly, smiled with recognition. "You have proven yourselves worthy again. This relic will aid you in your journey against the darkness." Part 16. The Secrets of the Celestial Relics. With the first lost relic now in hand, the Allies reveled in their accomplishment, memories of their hard-fought battles still fresh in their minds. Goku held the relic aloft, radiating energy that pulsed with the thrill of success. "All right, what's next on our agenda?" he asked, a wide grin stretching across his face. "Let's find the next relic." Rimuru nodded, invigorated by their success. "Yes, but we first need to discover where the next relic lies. The information from the Guardian may guide us." Kaylee stepped forward, her gaze serious. "The next relic is said to be within the Elysian Fields, an area known for its powerful guardians and illusions. However, be warned, it's easy to get lost there. Illusions can draw you away from your true path." Rimuru gathered his allies, discussing strategies to prepare for their journey to the Elysian Fields. "We'll need to keep our wits about us and rely on each other. If we encounter illusions, remember to focus on our primary goal." Goku was nodding enthusiastically. "I can't wait to see what kind of challenges await us. Let's train a bit more before we set off." Vegeta scoffed but added, "Training won't hurt. Just remember, we need to maintain our focus. I suspect the Guardians will be strong if they're protecting the relic." After rigorous training and preparation, the group set out toward the Elysian Fields. The journey took them through lush valleys, rolling hills, and tranquil streams, contrasting sharply with the darkness they had just left behind. As they entered the Elysian Fields, the landscape transformed into a mesmerizing spectacle of vibrant flowers, dazzling light, and captivating sounds of nature. "Wow, this place is incredible," Goku exclaimed, twirling in delight. But as they went deeper into the fields, the serene beauty appeared deceptive. Amidst the splendor, Goku caught glimpses of unsettling shadows lingering at the edge of his vision. Rimuru sensed a shift in energy, reminding everyone, stay focused. Remember, these fields may not be what they seem. Soon, the group encountered their first illusion, a magnificent castle bathed in golden light, appearing to rise from the fog. "Look, a castle. Let's explore it," Goku said, rushing toward it with unwavering excitement. "Wait," Vegeta warned, striding behind him. "It could be a trap," Kakarot. As Goku approached the castle, the walls shimmered, warping and destabilizing, revealing darker forms hidden beneath the golden facade. Goku halted, realizing something was off. Before the group could regroup, the illusions converged, morphing into shadow creatures that screeched and lunged at them. "Enemies incoming!" Rimuru shouted, activating protective barriers to shield his allies as the creatures charged. Goku sprang into action. "Let's take them out!" Kamehameha! He unleashed a powerful beam, incinerating the first wave of shadows. Vegeta and Piccolo followed suit, using their unique abilities to counter the incoming swarm. "We won't be fooled by mere illusion," Vegeta yelled. Rimuru summoned electricity, while Shuna and Saiyan combined their magic to create barriers and counterattack effectively. The camaraderie shined to the chaotic battle as they fought together. As they fought, however, they started to feel the weight of the illusions pressing down on them. The shadows whispered doubts into their minds, echoing fears and uncertainties. "Do you really think you can defeat the darkness? You are just a bunch of fools," one shadowy voice taunted. Goku gritted his teeth but pressed on. "We won't give in to fear. I've faced far worse than this." Rimuru focused his energy, determined to push back the darkness. "We've come too far to turn back now. Trust in our strength." As the shadows faded into dust, the path opened, revealing an enchanted clearing at the core of the Elysian Fields. Within this clearing stood a majestic tree adorned with vibrant blossoms and pulsating with ancient energy, exactly where the second relic was said to be hidden. "Look, the tree!" Goku shouted, his face lighting up with excitement as he ran forward, eager to explore. As they approached, the mystical tree resonated with energy, seemingly alive, inviting them closer. Just then, a soft voice emanated from the tree. Only those with pure intentions may claim the relic. Prove your worth by embracing the light. Embrace the light? Rimuru thought aloud, considering the implications. What do we need to do? Goku stepped forward. I think we need to show how strong our friendships are. He turned to the group, a determined smile on his face. We need to stand together, show the tree that we can achieve great things when we work as one. Rimuru nodded in agreement. Let's unite our intentions. We'll prove our bond is stronger than any darkness. One by one, they expressed their commitment to each other, sharing their hopes, dreams, and the reasons they stood against darkness. Each declaration infused the clearing with light, lifting their spirits. Together, we can face anything, Goku proclaimed. As their intentions resonated with the ancient tree, a brilliant light enveloped them, and from its core, a second lost relic materialized, a stunning crystal pendant infused with celestial energy. The tree whispered, "You have shown your strength, unity, and purpose. Take this relic. It will guide your path and protect the bonds you cherish." With the second relic secured, the allies felt a surge of power flow through them, invigorating their spirits and strengthening their connection. "We did it!" Goku exclaimed, joy radiating from him. Rimuru smiled, recognizing the significance of their newest discovery. With this relic, we'll be even more prepared to face what lies ahead. Part 17. Echoes of the Past. With the second lost relic secured, Goku, Rimuru, and their allies felt more united and purpose-driven than ever. They had proven their strength together, but they also knew their journey was far from over. The next relic awaited them, and their resolve to protect their kingdom grew with every step. Rimuru convened the team to discuss their strategy. The next relic is rumored to lie within the ruins of the Old Kingdom, a place steeped in ancient magic and history. We must be prepared for the challenges that await us. Goku beamed, his energy palpable. Another adventure. I can't wait to see what kinds of enemies we'll face. As the group set out for the Old Kingdom, Goku and Vegeta openly bantered, joking about who would claim the glory of finding the next relic. "Just stay out of my way, Kakarot," Vegeta said, a competitive edge in his voice. "This is my chance to show you who's truly stronger. Wait till I show you what I've got." Goku shot back, laughter in his tone. More serious conversations unfolded among Rimuru and the rest of the group as they moved forward, discussing the historical significance of the Old Kingdom. Upon arriving at the Old Kingdom, the atmosphere shifted dramatically. The once vibrant remnants of the ancient civilization were cloaked in a haunting decay. The stone structures eroded by time, adorned with creeping vines that enveloped the ruins. Rimuru felt a chill in the air as he stood before the entrance of what was once a grand royal palace. "This place feels heavy with history and sorrow. We should tread carefully." Goku recalled stories he'd heard about the Old Kingdom being a place of great magic and powerful guardians. Whatever happened here must have been intense. As they entered the palace grounds, the air thick with magic, the once majestic halls echoed with secrets of the past. Suddenly, the shadows within the ruins stirred, and ghostly figures manifested, spectral guardians long bound to the Old Kingdom, watching over the relic's resting place. "We have awaited the worthy," one guardian intoned, shimmering with a light that danced like fireflies amidst the darkness surrounding them. "You seek the relic, but you must face the trials of the ancients." Rimuru stepped forward, sensing the weight of their challenge. "What are the trials you speak of? We wish only to restore balance and protect our worlds." "Those who desire the relic must confront their deepest fears and past regrets," the Guardian warned. "Only through understanding their origins can they claim the relic's power." Goku raised an eyebrow. "Sounds tough, but I bet we can handle it, right?" Rimuru nodded firmly. "Together, we can face anything." With each ally focusing on their following steps, the spectral guardians gestured toward the heart of the palace, where light shimmered, indicating the location of the relic. As they approached, the ruins transformed. revealing individual pathways for each member of the group. Each pathway manifested with illusions designed to force them to confront their memories and past challenges. Goku stepped forward first, the pathway ahead morphing into a detailed illusion of his early battles against powerful foes, old rivals he had fought and strained against. "Do I have to relive it all?" he grinned, ready to face the challenge head-on. As Goku confronted the illusions of his past, each punch thrown against his former adversaries reminded him of struggles and losses. Flashes of his battles against Frieza, Cell, and others resonated deeply. "I've faced you all before," he shouted, fists igniting with energy, "and I have grown stronger since then." Meanwhile, Rimuru faced his own trials, visions of past enemies, and doubts regarding his leadership, filled with whispers that accuse him of inadequacy. "You're just a slime. Do you think you have what it takes to be a Denon Lord?" "No," Rimuru retorted, summoning his magic. "I am who I choose to be, and I will protect my people." Vegeta's path revealed a formidable mirror of himself, one filled with pride and anger, hanging on to the past failures of losing to Goku in various challenges. "Stand down," he urged himself, unleashing energy blasts. "I have transcended beyond that." Piccolo, too, confronted the burdens of his past mistakes, resolutely addressing them. "I am more than my past. I have fought for others, and I will continue to do so." As the trials continued, the shadowy figures shimmered and began to dissolve. The Guardians were impressed by their resilience. "You have faced your fears and emerged stronger. Only those who understand their shadows may wield the power of the relics." The individual allies returned to the group, visibly changed by their experience, but united in purpose. Rimuru approached the epicenter of the palace, where the celestial relic awaited, radiating light beyond comprehension. As they stood before the radiant relic, the Guardians offered their blessing. "You have proven your worth. Claim the relic, and may it guide you on your journey ahead." Goku, eager and excited, reached toward the relic, and as he touched it, a vibrant surge of energy coursed through him, a sense of unity, strength, and hope filling his spirit. Rimuru felt the awakening of power and wisdom within the relic, pulsing like a heartbeat, resonating with the essence of their journey and triumph. Part 18. The Realm of Lost Memories. With the second lost relic now securely in the hands of Goku and Rimuru, the atmosphere was brimming with renewed energy and excitement. However, their journey was far from over. The flame of adventure burned brightly within them, and their next destination awaited. Gathered once more in the grand hall of the palace, Rimuru spread out a map detailing the potential locations of the remaining relics. "Our next target seems to be the Realm of Lost Memories. Legends say this realm is filled with echoes of the past, where those who have lost their way may find clarity or be consumed by darkness." Goku tilted his head, intrigued. "Lost Memories? Sounds like it could have some pretty crazy challenges." Vegeta stepped forward, a smirk settling on his lips. "It may be worthwhile to gather any knowledge that can increase our power. I suggest we approach this carefully." As they prepared for their journey, Kaylee's joined the group once again. The Realm of Lost Memories is known for its disorienting illusions and emotional trials. You must remain focused, embrace courage over fear. Only by confronting your past can you hope to emerge victorious. With Kaylee's insights, they gathered their supplies and set forth, navigating through the idyllic yet deceptive landscape in pursuit of the next relic. Upon arriving at the boundary of the Realm of Lost Memories, the landscape transformed immediately. The vibrant colors faded into a muted palette. The air grew heavy with an ethereal mist, casting an unsettling ambience over the allies. Vegeta tightened his grip on his scouter. "This place feels off. I don't like it." Goku looked around, excitement still glimmering in his expression. "Must be full of memories. Let's see what we find." As they ventured cautiously deeper, shadows danced at the edges of their vision, whispering echoes of their pasts. Goku began to feel strange remnants from his previous battles and experiences, drawing personal memories to the forefront. Confronting visions suddenly, vivid memories materialized in front of Goku, visions of his Previous encounters with formidable foes, moments of doubt, and struggles that defined his journey. "You thought you could escape your past?" taunted an apparition of King Cold. "You're nothing without your friends." Goku clenched his fists, determination flaring. "I won't let you keep me from moving forward. I've grown stronger since then." Meanwhile, Rimuru faced his own manifestation shadows of the monsters he once had to defeat to establish peace. "You've forsaken those who look up to you. You can never lead," one echoed. "No!" Rimuru shouted, channeling his inner strength. "I've fought for them. I've built a kingdom that thrives on unity." The realm thrummed with tension as memories surged and twisted, forcing each ally to confront their past. Piccolo found himself facing remnants of his former self, the Namekian warrior who had once fought alone. "I was never strong enough on my own," the shadow taunted. "You don't belong in this fight." "Not anymore," Piccolo declared, his energy surging. "I have allies now. I fight for a cause and for those I care about." Vegeta confronted his past fears, the haunting echoes of his Saiyan heritage whispering treachery and pride. "You are bound by your lineage, Vegeta. You cannot break free. I am not just a prince, but a warrior who has chosen his own path," he roared, unleashing energy to shatter the essence of his doubts. As the allies faced their fears independently, they quickly realized the strength of their unity. In the face of echoes and visions pulling at their resolve, they began to rally around one another, calling for support through the emotional strain. "Don't give up," Goku shouted, his energy radiating encouragement. "We're all in this together." Rimuru embraced that mantra, channeling his magic to create unifying light. "Together, we define who we are, not our past failures." As they gathered their strength, the realm began responding to their unity. The dark shadows of their past shifted, recoiling under the warm light of their combined wills. "Let's show this place our true selves," Goku proclaimed, leading them into another coordinated attack against their shadows. With a wave of energy, Goku initiated a Kamehameha, while Rimuru summoned a powerful barrier of light. "This ends here," they shouted in unison. Together, they unleashed their combined might, a surge of radiance breaking through the darkness and dispelling the echoes haunting them. With the noise of battle silence, clarity began to spread throughout the realm of lost memories. The shadows that had loomed over them retreated, revealing a serene atmosphere. The allies felt invigorated, having confronted their fears and doubts together. A warm light radiated from a pedestal at the center of the clearing, illuminating the next lost relic. "Let's claim the relic," Goku shouted, stepping forward with excitement. Rimuru felt a renewed sense of purpose. "This relic will aid us on our journey." As they approached, the relic glowed warmly, embodying the growth and unity they had demonstrated through their trials. Part 19. Trials of the Abyssal Cavern. Having secured the second lost relic, the atmosphere among Goku, Rimuru, and their allies was filled with renewed vigor and determination. Yet, as they made their way back to the Kingdom of Tempest, the weight of the upcoming challenges lingered in the air. Upon their return, the kingdom welcomed them with cheers of triumph and gratitude. Goku couldn't help but celebrate with the citizens, devouring a mountain of food and excitedly recounting their latest adventure. "Can you believe it? We faced our own fears and came out stronger," he exclaimed, laughter brightening the mood. Rimuru, however, couldn't shake his lingering concerns. "While we celebrate our victories, we must remember the task ahead. Our next destination, the Abyssal Cavern, will test us unlike anything before. We need to prepare." Kaylee's joined the discussion, her expression serious. The Abyssal Cavern is not just a physical trial. It is a labyrinth of memories and darkness. You will be confronted not just by powerful creatures, but also by illusions that prey on your insecurities and fears. "Just like the last place," Vegeta noted, arms crossed, a semblance of exasperation in his tone. Rimuru nodded. "Exactly. We need to stay united and support one another through whatever challenges we face. The relics we've gained will guide us." The following day, the party set out toward the Abyssal Cavern, the path leading them through twisted forests and jagged mountain ranges. The journey felt heavier, carrying a sense of foreboding that made them wary of the lurking shadows. As they neared the entrance, chills ran down their spines. Dark mist swirled around the mouth of the cavern, whispers echoing from deep within the unknown. "Is it just me, or does this place feel extra creepy?" Goku remarked, his enthusiasm faltering momentarily. Rimuru remained focused. "Stay steady. We'll need our wits about us." Entering the abyssal cavern, they were met with darkness like they had never encountered. The air felt heavy, with echoes of anguish swirling throughout the walls. Their torches flickered, illuminating unsettling shadows that seemed to follow them. "Stick together," Rimuru called out, his voice resonating against the walls. As the group advanced deeper, they encountered haunting visions of their failures, fears, and challenges that had tested their resolve in the past. Goku halted, a chilling image lingering his battle with Jiren, losing to foes who had pushed him to his limits. "I remember this. I can't let it happen again," he whispered to himself. Focus on overcoming the mental strain. Suddenly, the shadows coalesced around them, revealing formidable creatures emerging from the darkness abominations that resonated with the fears they faced. Goku felt the surge of energy rising again within him. "Let's take them down!" Together, Rimuru activated his magic, creating barriers that protected them while calling for unity amongst the allies. "Concentrate. Face them with your strengths." As they fought, the creatures mimicked their movements and whispered doubts and failures, attempting to sow confusion among the allies. "Do you really think you're strong enough? Remember the battles you've lost," a dark apparition hissed, taunting them. Piccolo faced a shadowy figure of his former self. "You failed to protect them before. How can you do so now? I am more than my past. I fight for those I care about," Piccolo declared, pushing his limits beyond the shadows' reach. The shadows taunted others as well, causing brief moments of hesitation. But even amid the illusions, they found strength in each other. Rimuru shouted, "We're not defined by our failures. We have each other, and we are stronger as a team." Goku charged forward with renewed determination. "Let's show these creatures what we can really do," he exclaimed, as they pushed through their fears. Each ally found clarity in the bonds forged through their shared experiences, turning their fears into fuel. After a fierce battle against the shadows, the darkness around them began to clear, revealing a pathway leading deeper into the cavern. They had overcome the initial trial, but they knew that the true test awaited them. As they stepped into the heart of the cavern, they found a massive chamber filled with glowing crystals embedded in the ground. The air thrummed with ancient magical energy. "Look at all these crystals. There must be something powerful here," Goku remarked, taking in the astonishing sight. Rimuru felt a surge of energy, realizing that these crystals were connected to the relics they sought. The power of the Ancient Ones resides within. Suddenly, the shadows coalesced again, forming the figure of an ancient guardian clad in armor made of celestial crystals. Its presence was imposing, and it raised a staff adorned with the same glowing crystals. "Who dares disturb this sacred ground?" the guardian boomed, its voice rumbling like thunder. Goku grinned, raising a hand. "Hey there, we're just here to find the lost relic. We've come a long way." The guardian scrutinized them, glowing eyes piercing through the air. "Many have come seeking the power of the ancients, but few are worthy. To claim what you seek, you must face the trials of wisdom and strength. Are you prepared?" Rimuru stepped forward confidently. "We stand ready. We've faced our fears. We've grown stronger together. We are prepared for any challenge." The guardian nodded, satisfied. "Very well. Prepare yourselves. The trials begin now. Your wisdom will be tested first. Answer these riddles, or face the consequences." Goku, always up for a challenge, replied eagerly, "Bring it on." The guardian presented the first riddle, echoing through the cavern. Each riddle was more intricate than the last, testing their intellect and understanding of their journey. One by one, the group worked together. Goku and the others exchanged ideas, combining their knowledge of magic, history, and personal experiences to decipher the Guardian's challenges. Okay, listen carefully, Goku said, trying to think through the riddle aloud. What has keys but can't open locks? Rimuru pondered for a moment, then suddenly brightened. A piano! It's the keys of music. The Guardian nodded approvingly. The first trial passed. The series of riddles pressed on, and slowly but surely, the group solved each one through collaboration, reflecting their collective growth. With the tension mounting, the Guardian prepared for the final challenge, a test of strength that would require each ally to showcase their undeniable abilities. Face the creatures I summon with all your might, the Guardian declared. Only through your combined strengths will you be worthy of the relic. As the Guardian summoned four shadow creatures to test their mettle, they readied themselves for battle. This is where we will truly show our strength, Goku shouted, energy igniting around him. With battle cries echoing around them, allies stood resolutely as they faced off against the hordes that emerged from the shadows, united by purpose and strength. Goku led the charge at full speed, unleashing Kamehameha waves, while Rimuru conjured torrents of lightning to overwhelm their enemies. Vegeta directed his fury at their opponents, unleashing powerful energy blasts, while Piccolo and the others coordinated their attacks to maximize their impact. They fought valiantly, showcasing their growth over countless trials, collectively refusing to let the shadows consume them. As the last of the shadow creatures fell, the Guardian reappeared, glowing with approval. You have demonstrated your wisdom and strength. Such unity truly defines worthiness. With a radiant light enveloping the chamber, the second lost relic, glowing with vibrant celestial energy, was revealed. Claim your prize, champions. The relic is yours, the Guardian stated, stepping aside. Part 20. The Whisper of the Ancients. As Goku, Rimuru, and their allies returned to the Kingdom of Tempest, the weight of their triumph hung joyfully in the air. Each step echoed with the collective elation of overcoming the challenges posed in the abyssal cavern. The townsfolk embraced them, cheers erupting as they celebrated the group's success. "Welcome back, heroes!" shouted a villager, while children ran to greet them with enthusiastic laughter. "Thanks, everyone," Goku beamed, enjoying the attention as he indulged in leftover festival treats. "We've got another relic." Rimuru felt warmth in his heart as he surveyed the joyful reunions. "Let's gather everyone for a meeting. We need to discuss our next steps while we celebrate with our friends." The kingdom organized a grand feast in honor of their heroes. Tables were set with delicious food and drink, laughter and music filling every corner of the festival grounds. As the night wore on, Goku stood up to address the crowd, his exuberance contagious. "Thank you all for believing in us. We fought hard for this victory, and we'll keep fighting together to protect this kingdom." Vegeta stood beside him, crossing his arms. Kakarot's right. We've become formidable with each trial we face. Those relics will ensure we remain strong to fend off any threats. Amid the celebrations, Rimuru felt an uneasy presence, as if something darker lurked just beyond the festivities. He glanced at Kayles, who had been observing quietly from the sidelines. "Do you sense it too?" he whispered, his tone shifting from celebratory to cautious. Kayles nodded, her expression serious. "Dark energies are shifting again. The balance has been disrupted much more than we anticipated. We must remain vigilant." Rimuru gathered his allies once more, readying to share his concerns. "Even in our victories, darkness lingers. With the power of the relics, we must seek to restore the balance before a greater threat arises." As night fell upon the Kingdom of Tempest, the group convened, laying out the maps and information that Kayles had shared. Goku looked at the layout of the relics across different realms. "Let's figure out where we need to go next," Goku suggested, his excitement returning. "What's the next relic?" Kayles pointed to a distant region on the map. "The next relic lies within the Shattered Realm place where reality fractures and illusions manifest. It is perilous, and many who traverse it are consumed by despair. Rimuru's expression turned serious. We must prepare for the dangers that await us there. Each relic carries a weight of history, and the Shattered Realm will not simply hand its treasures to us. With renewed determination, the group strategized their journey to the Shattered Realm, sharing insights on how to confront the trials they anticipated. We should gather not only our strength, but gather insight from those who have traversed these realms before, Kaylee suggested. Visiting allies and gaining knowledge may give us an advantage. Good idea, Goku exclaimed while munching on some food. We'll learn from each other and become even stronger. The following day, preparations began in earnest. Each ally gathered essential supplies and weapons, mental focus intertwining with excitement. Goku led many training sessions to sharpen their skills, while Rimuru coordinated the journey. I want to be ready for anything, Goku declared, inspired by the adrenaline of adventure as the group began to feel their spirits lifting. As their journey commenced, dark clouds began to gather above the Shattered Realm, a foreboding reminder of the challenges waiting for them. Upon crossing the threshold into the Shattered Realm, the landscape immediately shifted. The air felt heavier. Shadows danced with a mind of their own, and the form of reality itself appeared to warp and twist. I don't like the looks of this, Vegeta said grimly, surveying the shifting surroundings. Rimuru concentrated, trying to maintain awareness amidst the distortions. Let's stay together. The shadows can disorient us if we aren't careful. Suddenly, eerie whispers broke the silence, echoing through the landscape, each voice taunting, asking questions that drew from their past challenges and failures. You will never overcome this darkness. Your struggles are futile, a voice echoed ominously. Amidst the whispers, shadowy figures began to materialize, reflecting each ally's fear and doubt. Goku found himself facing a phantom of his past, an ethereal representation of Jiren, tall and imposing. You think you have grown stronger? You are still beneath me, the apparition jeered. Goku clenched his fists, determination flashing in his eyes. I've changed since that fight. I won't let fear hold me back. Rimuru found himself confronted by shadows of past foes and doubts about his leadership, lingering fears that whispered treachery in his mind. You will never be a true leader, they hissed. No, I will protect my home, he shouted back, channeling his magic to dispel the shadows that taunted him. As the allies faced their shadows, the echoes of doubt pressed back, trying to weaken their resolve. Each member fought vigorously against their manifestations, pushing through fears with the strength of their bonds. Vegeta confronted his counterparts, shouting, I am not defined by my lineage or my failures. I am a warrior reborn. Goku fought through Jiren with relentless spirit, powered by memories of their battles, using that energy to fuel his power. With each failure faced and confronted, the allies found clarity and strength in their unity. We will overcome this together, Rimuru shouted, rallying the group. As they vanquished their echoes one by one, the shadows began to withdraw, revealing the glimmering path deeper into the realm. The landscape shifted again, sparkling light mingling with the shadows, illuminating hidden paths and secrets. Goku, enthused, shouted, This way! I can feel it, there's something ahead. Rimuru felt the energy surging through the landscape, directing them toward the heart of the realm. We must remain focused. The next relic lies ahead. Part 21. The Heart of the Shattered Realm. With the shadows of their past defeated, Goku, Rimuru, and their allies forged ahead, filled with determination and camaraderie. They could feel the pulse of the realm resonating around them, guiding them toward the heart of the dimensional mystery, the location of the next lost relic. As they walked, luminescent flowers lit their way, casting an otherworldly glow amidst the lingering darkness. The air felt charged with potential, and hushed murmurs of ancient wisdom echoed lightly against their eardrums. Do you feel that? Goku asked, glancing around excitedly. It's like the whole place is alive. Rimuru nodded, his senses finely tuned. The energy here is unmistakably strong. We are getting closer to whatever lies at the center of this realm, likely the relic we seek. After a time, the vibrant path led them into a vast chamber filled with swirling mists and radiant crystals shimmering in various colors. Statues of ancient guardians surrounded the perimeter, their eyes seemingly watching over the area. In the center stood a pedestal of crystal. Pulsing gently with light, the next lost relic awaited them. "Look!" Goku exclaimed, excitement lighting up his face. "We found it!" As they approached the pedestal, Kazar's words echoed in Goku's mind. What darkness will be awakened in this place? Rimuru felt the weight of the moment. Remember, this relic represents the balance of light and dark. We cannot afford to be careless in our approach. Suddenly, a dark figure emerged from the shadows of the chamber, its presence oppressive yet strangely regal. It stood tall, its essence an amalgamation of darkness and light. "I am the guardian of shadows," it proclaimed, voice resonant and otherworldly. "To claim the relic, you must face the echo of your destiny." The atmosphere shifted, creating a heavy silence as the guardian revealed the true nature of the relic's challenge. Goku stepped forward, confidence ringing in his tone. "We've faced darkness before. We can face whatever you throw at us." "Very well," the guardian stated, extending a hand. "But be warned, this trial will bring forth your deepest fears and regrets. Only through courage and acceptance can you claim the relic." With a wave of the guardian's hand, the chamber transformed and individual paths opened up for each ally once again. The illusions they faced were crafted from their greatest fears' visions, reflecting their hidden doubts and anxieties. As Goku stepped down his path, he was met with an illusion of the aftermath of a lost battle. Haunting echoes replaying past defeats, visions of his friends being hurt, struggles he faced alone. "No, I won't let these thoughts control me," Goku shouted, channeling his energy, forcing himself to push through the painful memories. Meanwhile, Rimuru confronted memories of rebuilding after lost the pain of losing his friends and failures that haunted him. "I am stronger than these fears. I've fought for everything I hold dear," he declared, energy emanating as he faced the darkness. The others faced their unique illusions as well. Vegeta, his spectral rival, taunting him about his worth as a warrior, but Rimuru confronting fleeting fears about his ability to protect his community, and Piccolo standing firm against haunting visions of solitude. "You do not stand alone," Piccolo shouted, rallying against the intensifying darkness. "I have allies now." As each ally battled their personal demons, they began to illuminate the paths for one another. Shuna and Saiyan stood together, sharing their individual wishes and fears of inadequacy, strengthening their resolve. "I believe in us. We can face anything if we stand together," Shuna encouraged, glowing with radiant energy as she dispelled the darkness. After much struggle, the allies began to triumph over their fears, the darkness receding around them. The Guardian watched, nodding approvingly as Goku, Rimuru, and their friends displayed remarkable fortitude in overcoming their challenges. "You have embraced your destinies," the Guardian announced, the shadows swirling around them coalescing into ethereal light. "Claim the relic. It is yours to wield." As they surrounded the pedestal, the lost relic emerged from its slumber, a magnificent orb of light, shimmering with power and potential. Goku reached out tentatively, placing his hand on the relic, and as he touched it, a wave of energy surged through him, igniting his spirit. Rimuru felt a similar flow as he also laid a hand on the relic, sensing the wisdom it bestowed. This relic is not only a symbol of strength, but also a beacon of hope. "Together, we can light the path ahead," Rimuru declared, energized by their unity. Part 22, A New Dawn. Goku, Rimuru, and their allies traveled back to Tempest, the radiant lost relic gleaming with power secured in their possession. The journey through the shattered realm had bonded them even tighter, and their spirits soared with the joy of their accomplishments. As they entered Tempest, a lively festival awaited them, celebrating their return and showcasing the vibrant spirit of the community. Villagers cheered, welcoming their heroes with warmth and gratitude. "Welcome back, champions," a villager shouted, waving their arms excitedly. The atmosphere buzzed with festivity as laughter echoed through the streets. Gathering in the town square, Goku stood on a makeshift stage, grinning as he raised the lost relic high. "We did it, everyone. We've found another relic, and it's amazing." Rimuru shared the story of their trials in the Shattered Realm, explaining how each ally confronted their fears and came out stronger. "It's because of our unity that we were able to succeed. Together, we can face any challenge ahead." The celebration continued, featuring games, food, and performances showcasing the talents of the citizens of Tempest. Goku immersed himself fully, enjoying every moment of food and camaraderie. That evening, as the festivities settled into a quieter ambience, Goku wandered away from the crowd, contemplating their journey. He gazed out at the night sky, filled with stars and memories of battles fought and allies gained. "Hey, Rimuru!" Goku called out softly, finding his friend nearby. "Do you think there's more to our journey? I mean, now that we have 2 relics, do you think there's even more darkness lurking?" Rimuru joined him, looking up at the stars. "Absolutely. As we've seen, peace is often fleeting. We'll need to stay strong and prepared, not just for ourselves, but for those who look to us for hope." Suddenly, a shimmering light caught their attention, igniting the night sky with brilliance. The celestial energy twirled in the air before forming into the figure of Kaylee's, her ethereal form radiating warmth. "Rimuru, Goku," she greeted, her voice calming. "I have come to confer with you once more. The balance of the realms shifts even now, echoing with impending change." "What do you mean?" Goku asked, instantly attuned to her tone. Kaylee's gestured, and visions emerged, swirling around them. "The darkness we have battled is only a fragment. Older and more powerful beings awaken from their slumber. Their intent is to consume the light and unify the realms under their dominion." Rimuru's expression hardened as he absorbed the implications of the Guardian's warning. "We must prepare ourselves. We cannot let our guard down again." Kaylee's nodded, her gaze serious. "You will need not only strength but wisdom to unite beings across the realms. The lost relics resonate with celestial energy. They must be used to awaken allies from far and wide." Goku's excitement fizzled into focused resolve. "Then we'll gather everyone together, plan our next move. We'll make sure no one is left behind this time." As their discussion concluded, Goku and Rimuru rallied the townsfolk and allies, crafting a plan to connect with other realms. They would send messages, commune with allies, and strengthen the bonds formed during their previous battles. "We need to reach out to our allies and prepare them for the challenges ahead," Rimuru communicated to the group. "Knowledge and strategy will be our most powerful weapons." The next day, as preparations unfolded, Goku embraced his role as motivator with gusto. "Let's get to it, everyone. We need to send out envoys and make sure we have everyone's support." Vegeta smirked, almost amused by Goku's earnestness. "Just remember, we'll need more than just enthusiasm. This isn't another tournament." Yeah, but it's going to be awesome," Goku replied cheerfully. As the allies dispatched messengers beyond the borders of Tempest, each envoy carried the hope and strength of their united resolve. They contacted kingdoms, realms, and friends previously forged through intense trials. One evening, they received word from allies across the realm's heroes eager to assist in their fight against the impending darkness, confirming their commitment to stand together. Over a few days, the allies gathered again. This time, not only their friends, but also new warriors from various realms, their powers and tales intertwined. Rimuru looked around at the congregation, encouraged by the diversity of skills and strengths. This is what unity looks like. Together, we can face whatever darkness arises from the depths of the unknown. We will protect our homes. Final Part 23, The Final Convergence. With the coalition formed and spirits high, Goku and Rimuru rallied their allies, preparing for the ultimate showdown against the dark forces threatening their world. The setting was vibrant yet charged with tension, a perfect backdrop for the convergence of destinies. Listen up, everyone, Goku called, standing on a makeshift platform to gather attention. This is our chance to show that we're stronger together. We've trained hard and faced our fears. Now we need to stay united. Rimuru stood beside him, nodding in agreement. We must be vigilant as we set forth. The darkness seeks to exploit our weaknesses. We will face whatever comes together as allies, as friends. As the allies prepared to embark on their journey to the heart of the looming darkness, Kaylee's addressed them. Remember the power of the relics you carry. They will guide you and serve as a beacon of hope in even the darkest moments. With the sun rising, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, they set out toward the source of the dark energy, a mysterious realm corrupted by malevolence that had been stirring since their first encounter with Khazar. As they approached the edge of the corrupted realm, darkness clawed at the edges of their vision, swirling ominously above in a foreboding sky. Rimuru felt the weight of the impending battles pressing down on him. We need to keep focused. The darkness here will attempt to invoke doubt and fear. Let's kick its butt. Goku grinned, unable to quell his excitement. We're ready for this. Crossing the threshold into the dark realm, shadows enveloped them instantly. The air thickened with oppressive darkness, whispering doubts, beckoning them to turn back. I am not afraid of you, Goku shouted into the abyss, his resolve shining bright despite the overwhelming darkness. Suddenly, manifestations of their past fears began to rise from the shadows, figures shaped like moments of intense struggle and failure. Vegeta found himself facing a shadow bearing his past failures. Do you really think you are worthy of greatness? You will always be second to Kakarot, it sneered. Rimuru confronted shadows of the monsters he had defeated in his quest for peace, their voices echoing in his mind. You cannot protect them. You do not belong. No, Rimuru shouted defiantly. I have built this kingdom for my friends. I refuse to let my past define me. Each ally faced their individual fear shadows that attempted to exploit their insecurities. However, with each shout of determination, the allies fortified their resolve, their lights shining brighter together. As they fought through their shadows, they began to gain ground against the dark forces, their experiences shaping them into powerful defenders. Finally, they reached the heart of the darkness, a colossal fortress looming before them, radiating malevolence and power. Shadows shifted like creatures around the base, weaving ominous patterns in the air. This is it, Kaylee said solemnly. We must breach the fortress and confront the source of the darkness. Together, as they approached the fortress, dark figures began to emerge, but instead of being drawn into chaos, the allied warriors found unity within each other. With Goku leading the way, they stormed the fortress entrance, each empowered by the relic's energy pulsing within them. Let's go, Goku shouted. We're going to finish this together. Inside, they faced an onslaught of dark creatures' twisted forms that thrived on fear and despair. Specialists like Rimuru and Piccolo worked together, conjuring magical barriers and strategic attacks, while Goku and Vegeta led the charge. As they forged deeper into the fortress, a low rumble echoed through the stone walls. The shadows cleaved apart, revealing a gargantuan being composed entirely of darkness, its eyes burning red like molten lava. You dare invade my domain? The entity boomed, an ancient being awakened by their challenge. This darkness ends here, Rimuru declared. We will not falter. Drawing upon their relics, the allies pooled their strength, channeling their combined energies into one grand attack. Goku and Kakarot stepped forward, determined to make their power resonate. Together, Goku shouted, igniting in a brilliant glow. Let's finish what we started, right? We'll show you the true power of our unity. Rimuru added, bracing himself alongside his friends. A titanic clash of power erupted, with the darkness and light colliding in an explosion that illuminated the battlefield. As the energies barreled toward the ancient being, it roared in defiance. But the united strength of the allies proved too powerful. Their combined attack pierced through the darkness, striking at the heart of the malevolent force. With a deafening scream, the dark entity dissolved into shadows, overwhelmed by the light of hope and unity. With the ancient darkness vanquished, the fortress began to crumble around them, but they focused on the safety of their allies. "Let's get out of here," Goku shouted, leading the charge back toward the exit. The corridors started to shake, but their spirits soared high from victory. As they burst outside, the sky began to clear, sunlight breaking through the remnants of darkness. The ominous fortress was no more, leaving behind hope instead of despair. Standing together as champions, Goku, Rimuru, and their allies basked in their triumph, the light of the sun warming their souls. The power of the lost relics resonated within them, binding their destinies further together. "You did it. We did it." Goku laughed, bouncing with excitement. "I knew we could take on anything together." Rimuru smiled, feeling gratitude toward his friends. "With each victory, we become stronger. But our journey is far from over. There are still more relics to find, and we must ensure the darkness does not rise again." And there you have it. What an incredible journey it has been watching Goku and Rimuru team up to face new challenges in the slime world. From their hilarious first encounter to the epic battles that truly tested their limits, this crossover has shown us the power of friendship and teamwork. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What did you think about this epic crossover? What moment stood out to you the most? And if you could choose another character to join this adventure, who would it be? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome anime content. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat when new adventures drop. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video, where imagination knows no bounds. Until next time, keep dreaming big and embracing your inner hero.